Arabic Coca-Cola.
Very few of them were actually
Wow.
toys. I have a ton of drinks next to me because it's currently 34 degrees and I'm not happy. Hold on.
It is.
Still alive.
It was 48 when I was at work yesterday.
Oh, it's 34 degrees. There we go. Yeah, but you live in Dubai.
All
That's
I know is
acceptable.
humid.
I live in England.
I live
it's
in.
not acceptable.
I
It
live
was
in
about the
East.
same for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, 39 right now, it looks like.
42 right now
Damn.
here.
But I'm English. I'm not used to this. It should be raining by now.
Oh, I bet.
Like I texted a friend of mine, and it was the view of the little screen in my Mitsubishi, and it says 38 on the little thing because it was evening. I took a picture of that and I texted to my friend like, "Oh, finally, it's getting cooler."
No, that's hell to me. Thank you. Which is where I currently live. In hell.
It was 47 and thunderstorming yesterday, so it was humid.
Oh god, that's the worst.
Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my
I've
in-laws
had this
love
issue of-
it. The garden's dying.
I drove to the marina on like a little sort of date with a girl I've been seeing here, and at the marina it's super humid because of obvious reasons. It's the marina, but it was like 45 at night, and I had the issue of my windows would fog up, and you can't just like get that to go away because it's already 45 fucking degrees. It's just the humidity coating the windows. So I'd like roll the windows down to scrape the fog off, and then roll them back up to scrape the fog off.
You could always do what the bus driver did on my last school trip and get up while he's driving and try and clear the window with a cloth.
I used to. That's actually a trick.
Horrifying.
If you ever struggle with foggy windows, there's a trick I learned is just put a cloth on your dashboard because any moisture will just draw to the cloth.
Yeah, but he stood up with one hand on the wheel and started clearing the front. With a bus full of like 80 kids
Yeah.
and 10 adults. No, not happening. No, no way.
The adults aren't. Actually, the kids aren't that important.
No, screw the kids. They can die. It's fine. They're collateral. They haven't lived long enough to know the feeling of
Them
death.
kids.
Bouncy.
God, I feel as I'm getting older, I'm turning into more of an old man the longer I spend in education.
You should start your learning days with just like, all right, everyone, and always remember, fuck them kids.
I kind of do. My first words usually in the morning are something like burn them all or something of similar nature.
Whoa, Travis was in the back of your camera view. What the hell?
It's like a weird inception.
Yo!
It's like those school photographs where one person's at one end and the other end at the same time because they got to the other end when they finished panning.
I'm about to
This-
drop the hottest album of 2007.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is an intense stance. You
Direct-
stand up.
Directed by Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait.
Oh no, it's going to get worse somehow.
Anyway, so Aina is
Okay.
just 100% not joining us, or is she late?
I know he's not here today. I can't remember why. It's on my calendar that bitch is missing. So,
She had like 4 different things to do on 4 different weekends, and I don't remember what they were either, but they all sounded important from
Yeah.
the 3 brain cells that retained that information.
you see, you remember.
remember that.
just knew she wasn't going to be here. I didn't care why.
No, now that you're talking about it, I do remember, and it's the same sort of thing in my brain. It's she essentially gave us a whole list of reasons why she couldn't be here, and that list essentially went for the next few weeks. I'm going to be unaccounted for because of a reason, and it was a different reason for each week.
It was. So, for
Yeah, it was like on the
purposes,
15th. I'm
Matrix is on
visiting.
standby.
Was this her weekend of visiting her boyfriend?
She lives with her boyfriend.
She lives with him.
Never mind.
His wife visiting her boyfriend.
It was last week. She was supposed to visit
best
one of the
friend she
other
was
players
visiting.
in this. Yeah.
Okay. I knew she was visiting somebody, and I thought it was her boyfriend because
It's me. She's
I
come to
vaguely
England,
remember
I've got her
you
in my
guys
basement.
making boning jokes.
Me? I did not make that joke. Why is he
Probably
up with a
not.
hat and shades? What's going on now?
I'm
Very
stepping
good.
outside to vape, and I don't want to burn to death in the sun.
Fine, if this is where we're going with this, there. I put the hat on, but the headset doesn't fit over the hat. Or the other way
I'm
around.
just stepping outside, and it is already at 10:20 a.m. It is 102 Fahrenheit. What's that in Celsius? It doesn't say. I don't know. That's about
It's like
40.
39, I think.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of 30 or 49, probably. Either way, no.
Yeah. At 10 a.m.
If
And it's
ice
gonna get
melts
hotter.
at this temperature, it's too hot, is my judgment. Good night.
Yeah.
I've just got my therapy Eevee.
Everybody needs a therapy Eevee in their life.
Yes, absolutely.
You're comfy on.
It looks like you're clutching Eevee. You are clutching Eevee.
I am clutching Eevee. I am literally clutching an Eevee. Actually,
There you go. I'll clutch my spirit animal. Happy?
I will now clutch two Eevees. One is just a slightly bigger boy.
Please be careful how you say that.
What do you mean? Umbreon is my big boy.
I've got a feeling these sunglasses are going to be
I don't know where
necessary
you're
to cover
about
my
you.
rolling eyes.
How did I lose you again? Get off the floor, you little shit.
Travis, get off the floor!
Was
He
You
does
try-
not
you-
like to be on the desk, and yet
Uh.
on the desk is where he needs to be, but he does not want to be there. He wants to be on the floor. This is
Oh,
the
I was-
face of mischief.
I was hoping you were talking about
No,
Travis.
Aina is the face of mischief.
If Buck was on the floor, I'd be worried because he just stepped outside. So if he was on the floor, that would mean he fell off the railing.
Is it bad to be bad?
This
but
is
part of me
true.
thinks that would be rather comical as well. Sorry.
It would be funny, like just laying there in the Family Guy death pose with like the one arm behind his back. And, like,
See, appropriate.
It would be
like,
funny.
and like a leg twisted around.
exactly.
Family Guy is awful, but they did like patent the iconic just like death pose or like broken
Yeah.
every bone in your body pose.
Family Guy has like 3 funny jokes.
Yeah.
Just
That they
But
just
just
repeat
one-
over and over again.
Yeah, I will say the one of the funniest jokes in Family Guy is the repeating just fight to the death with the big chicken.
yeah.
I will always find those extended scenes of just like way too long of a fight hilarious, and then the rest of the episode will be deadpan the worst shit I've seen.
Ah, fuck, we haven't done any jokes today. We need to put some more in. Let's throw in a chicken fight. That'll do it.
I was almost sad when the last chicken fight happened, but I was like, it's good that they killed this off now before it became unbearable.
Beyond.
Hello.
Why does Umbreon look so mad?
Umbreon is my fucking boy. I'm actually a bit worried about my Umbreon because I transferred my Umbreon that I caught in Pokemon
I
Go
wonder where this is going.
to
Yeah.
I transferred him to Pokemon Sword and Shield,
Okay.
but they haven't opened up the whole like transfer Pokemon thing in Arceus yet.
Arceus.
Oh yeah.
Arceus.
You're not a dick.
Arceus. So I'm essentially waiting on the next generation of Pokemon. I need to remember to get Umbreon from Sword and Shield and onto the next generation of Pokemon games because he needs to be with me for the rest of his life.
Real soap.
All the rest
You'll
of
remember.
Start treating your body to the natural nerve.
I
You'll
don't know,
remember,
just a-
but I'll help you remember.
It's very strange having caught him in Pokemon Go and now actually having him as a very like malleable character in
Yeah,
Sword and Shield is actually very strange.
I got you. Okay, I was like, my beard looks a little bit gray here. What's going on? But it's just
it's-
bright light.
It's just you're getting old.
I think I'm getting
Now
younger.
my eyebrows are already going gray.
I barely have eyebrows.
This is where this is going, is it?
I have one of these weird eyebrows where it's like the eyebrow. I have eyebrows all the way across here that it almost joins at my temples, but it's so wispy and thin at the edge here that you can't see them. So I just have like these
Oh.
little dots, like thick eyebrows in the middle of my face.
I have a unibrow if I don't pluck it in the center. It gets fuzzy across the middle. But I also have a very like thick forehead and thick brow, so it works.
Okie dokie.
Anyway,
Are we all done talking about eyebrows and ready for some
didn't
adventures in space?
We are
or on the
indeed.
Rock of Brawl.
Yes, which leads me to I'm not going to do this because you are. Moment. Travis and Alden, would you like to explain why you're on the Rock of Brawl, what the Rock of Brawl is, and what you've been doing? Although as a recap, I was leaving it up to you guys as well.
So at the beginning of time, there was a creature named Io, and
In the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was Io.
Reason
No,
the
okay.
law.io, because of reasons, is waiting for Alden to fuck this up. No.
Keep going.
Anyway,
so
I know where you're going with this now.
Captain
wanna hear
Eswin, Captain Eswin, and his merry crew took off from Toril, took off from the Earth that we know it, from the island, the mysterious island nation of Nimbrel, which is important to us in lore, but for this adventure, it's just our home port. We arrived upon the Rock of Brawl, which is an asteroid space station orbiting Toril in the same orbit as the moon. And we have since then gone on an adventure, traveling to another planet within the same solar system, where we found Bonkers.
Appropriately named.
Bonkers,
Boy.
Bonkers is a funny little bunny rabbit man, and he's got absolutely ridiculous initiative and stealth, and we took him with us after taming a giant bird, the biggest chicken you've ever seen in your life, and returned to the Rock of Brawl, upon which we have now repaired and armed our grand ship, and we are now ready to take upon more jobs and quests. We have since then dispatched 2 crewmates who were belligerent and taken on Bonkers as a new crewmate and head of the armament on the ship.
Anything to add, Travis?
Not particularly. We restocked recently on the Rock of Brawl just a few days ago. We
After
ended up
last session,
killing
it's
72 members of a weird cult. They were a weird suicide cult that wanted to die. The ship
Yes.
killed them because the ship is sentient.
Yeah, the ship killed them, not you. Yep, that's your out on that one.
It's what they wanted, so murder is okay, guys.
Yeah.
It literally is what they wanted. So yes.
The ship contacted me and was like, there is someone at the ship. Shall I kill them? And I'm like, please don't. And the ship was like, okay, killing them. And then it called me like 10 minutes later. There are now 60 people dead. Should I continue killing them? And I'm like, I'm on my way now.
They were members.
We'll be there in
What was it? Yeah, they were members
18
of the
days.
Judean People's Front Suicide Squad. So yes, that's
and that's where we are right now. Is we were restocking and vibing in port. And trying to figure out where we wanted to go while our weird robot gnome friend is updating.
Rebooting, updating, yeah.
It's a firmware update, hence it's taking so long.
Yes.
She's running on Vista.
Dear God, no.
Please enter
she's
passcode
running on
to
Windows
continue.
98. So everything works, it's just really slow. And basic.
That's fair.
With how reliable she is, I'd be more inclined to say Vista.
Yeah,
98 was solid.
yeah, maybe not 90. NT, it could be Windows NT. The edition that everyone has forgotten about for valid reasons, it didn't mean a damn thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say NT. I remember that one existing. We never had it, I don't think.
Windows 2000 as well was one, which nobody ever used.
Windows 2000 on my first computer.
Really? Someone that actually used Windows 2000? I thought it was a myth.
I grew up with Windows 98, and then we upgraded to Windows 2000. We had Windows 2004, about a week before going straight to XP.
Wow, I thought.
Yeah, same.
9895 NTXP.
I started on MS DOS and then went to
I've used DOS.
Windows 3, I think was the first one.
Yeah. God bless Windows 3. I've still got an install disk somewhere, a floppy of Windows 3.
Oh, that would have been one of like the 5 inches too, the big fucking floppies.
It's a massive thing. It's like the size of a vinyl record. It's giant.
Because it basically was.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just a vinyl in a case.
I've never understood how they thought that was the best design. Was essentially make a disc now, put the disc in a square.
No. Make a disc
Okay.
of weird floppy material that bends and moves and breaks easily, and it's basically
Yes,
just
but-
in the plastic film.
Yes, but you know the film cartridges that were round, that you use in cameras.
Yes.
Why not put a floppy disk in a similar one to those? They already knew they had a circular disk, and they were like, no. The most efficient shape is the square.
The one that's always confused me is PSP's UMDs. I mean, what's the point?
Oh, the tiny
Either a
disc.
cartridge or a disc. What is the point in a UMD? Let's put a tiny disc
remember-
in a plastic case so it only fits certain things. Yes, let's
I
do
remember
that.
I remember when you bought like a box of Cheerios and you would get like the tiniest bit of a video game in it. Like there's one I remember which was about flying planes and shooting down balloons, and it was on the disc this big. It was an actual CD-ROM disc.
Oh, yeah,
It was this
it was
big.
a mini CD.
Yeah, and I remember I had the Bionicles game on that disc
Oh yeah.
because you would buy a
I never
Bionicle.
had that too.
Yeah, you would buy Bionicles, and they would be in these cases that were like cylinders, and in the lid there would be a little game pertaining to your Bionicle.
Mine came in McDonald's, I think.
I think we're too
Oh.
old for this one, Travis.
My cylinders never came with discs.
Yeah, neither did mine.
Might have been a European thing, or
Or an age thing.
Could have been. True. The baby Bionicles.
Yeah.
I do remember.
We had
Yeah,
the
I do-
originals,
yeah.
you had the remake.
No, I remember the original Bionicles. They were the ones I grew up with. I'm just old enough for that. I was like 5, but I was old enough.
This makes you feel so much worse. Let's end this line of query before I
You're
feel
old enough for
Travis
Bionicles.
by
We're
extension
good.
feels old. Yes.
So, Captain Neswain, did you want to? I know you were asking about my live cast earlier, and I have some plans for the next at least a couple of hours here. You want to tag along? I'm gonna go see if I can get some publicity off.
Sorry, what was that? You want to get what on?
I'm gonna be heading into town and trying to put up a few flyers about my live cast. I was wondering if you wanted to tag along, maybe learn a little more about it, because I know you at least acted somewhat curious earlier.
Well, I'm. It's more I don't understand how. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll join you for that. While we're on the way, I think I'd like to get familiarized with this rock. Anyway,
Good. Sounds like a plan. That's about what I was thinking too. I don't want to wander too far, but I'm sure there's a few bars and other places of entertainment we can hit up here. I know we've seen a couple of stores, but it's been just the supply stores, really. So getting a little bit of a wander around might be nice.
yes, I'd suggest we don't go to the Laughing Beholder. It's a lovely place. I'm just not ready to spend another 10 minutes around that barkeep.
You attempt to save the DM's voice from it as well.
No laughing beholder on the captain's orders. Got it.
And we're going to have a slight issue.
Otherwise, you lead the way and you tell me what we're doing.
So, all right. Well, I guess let's go this way. And he's just gonna wander off and see what the first bar is he can find, going a block or two in.
As you are travelling down a street, which you find to be called Gralazar Street, you hear a set of 2 songs playing.
Which street?
Relazar? What?
We hear a set of Stu songs playing. I used the wrong command. Sorry.
Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
You said I knew what your name in game was. I just had to.
Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't
Hey, that sounds
Jolene.
that sounds like a good bar. Let's go.
With flaming locks of all
Go ahead into this place and put some fires up and talk to a couple of people, and then we can get on to the next one.
As you approach the sound, you find it is coming from some strange sort of jukebox mechanism. But there is a dueling sound on the other side of the street, however, which is playing a very similar melody with very different lyrics. And for this, I do apologize. This is not my singing voice, it was auto-tuned. I used the wrong command again, for God's sake.
Dolly, 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 Dolly.
God, I can't listen
I'm
to it.
begging of you, please. I won't take no man.
I have muted it, I can't do it. It seems to be
You didn't
emanating
mute it for us.
from a bar across the street. No, I didn't. I only muted it for me.
Okay.
It seems to be coming from a bar across the street. From the Laughing Beholder, in fact.
Fuck.
This is going to pain
I'm
me
going to
as
turn-
much as it's going to pain you, trust me.
I'm turning down the volume for this. Let's
I
go
can't-
towards
I can't
the
stop it. I know it's
clanging of
awful.
steel.
The clanging.
You said there was a dueling sound.
Oh, the sound of dueling tunes.
Oh, right.
I'm going to stop it because it's enough.
I wonder what could that be about?
Interesting song.
I've never heard such a song before.
Neither have I.
Can't say I have either. But where there's music, there's people. And where there's people, there's fans. He holds up a sign. It's just like handwritten, like with how to log on to his live cast.
Oh my gosh. It's got a QR code to scan in the corner.
Oh no, just a magical fucking QR code. It's just like a sigil.
Yeah, it's just a sigil. The way you
Which-
kind of look at it, it turns into a link. Oh no, what did I just create?
TV slash
I just created
Twitch.tv
QR
slash
codes.
bonkers.
Magic QR codes, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, you see, each one is a unique symbol, a unique series of symbols, but they're all stacked vertically. So it's really, really hard to look at yourself. But if you have a Stone of Far speech, you can just, and it'll link up to that person automatically.
Are you telling me it's a barcode? They're all lined up vertically. It's a barcode.
No, vertically as in they're stacked on top of each other physically. So it just looks like a mess when you're looking at it, but like the magic can siphon them.
Okay.
So they're stacked up in 3D space. As if you do the same letter on top of itself, like everywhere.
Okay.
It looks like a mess.
Oh, I am
So,
very large.
Ah! Destroy the unbelievers. Sorry.
You said no laughing beholder. But
It's too late. It's happened now.
there's people and I got flyers.
All right, well,
That's fine.
we'll go in. We'll go in for a better moment.
I mean, I'm only planning on staying 2 minutes anyway, sticking a sign up and getting out.
I was
So
desperately.
that's what we'll do.
I was desperately in trouble when you said you not go to the Laughing Beholder.
What is this music?
I fancied some techno instead for a change.
I mean, we're on a spaceport. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
very fitting.
I thought it was appropriate. You all have control of your.
It's very Tron.
You all have control of your tokens now, by the way.
Oh.
You enter the tavern to see, and I want to read it exactly as I wrote it, so I'm going to double check. Yes, we go. You hear a sultry voice inside a local bar. This is known as Savage, so you're entering the Laughing Beholder. The singer seems to be a rather curvaceous. Should I try that again? Seems to be a rather curvaceous figure of a dark elf. She seems to be ploughing all of her emotion into this song. Entering the tavern, the party are astounded by the feeling embedded in the lyrics. You all feel that they are speaking exactly to you, although the vaguely average singing ability of the artist seems to be overwhelmed by the emotion and feeling you are feeling throughout the tavern, and indeed, everyone seems to be transfixed upon this singer and is offering her small portions of money to continue singing.
Yeah, seems like a pretty poppin' place, I guess. Live music and everything.
I'm not going to make you sing.
Just don't talk to the beholder, or at least if you
Oh,
value your sanity.
Please don't.
I
Please.
don't got much of that left anyway, so
He's a lovely guy. He's a lovely
I
guy.
make no
Hello,
promises.
my friends. Welcome back to my tavern. How have you been? Hello, I've missed you very much. Hello, guys. There's been my lovely lady. She's keep going singing. How do I get?
Hi, Luigi.
Hello, how are you?
Just
Come to restaurant. Come on, go have a drink. I've got lots of customers to come. How do you want? How's your day been? How you feeling? You're looking good. How's the beard?
Wait, you say your
An
name is
ale.
Luigi?
yes.
Yes, my name's Laughing Luigi. Oh, you got some ears. Got some lovely fur. Oh, you're a lovely little guy, aren't you? Hopping mad. Oh, keep going. Oh, the ears are lovely. Oh, what's that in your hand? Oh, I know you. You've been someone that's a little teenager talking about you. Oh, keep going, quick. What? Who are you?
Oh man, I like this guy. He can talk as fast as me. This is great. But you said Laughing Luigi. You're not the legendary Big Luigi?
No. I'm Laughing Luigi.
I know of one
Luigi is my
beholder
father. Don't call me big.
named. Okay,
This is
but
this is large. This is large Luigi. Yes.
All right.
Not Luigi.
All right, I've heard of you. You're famous.
I've heard of you slightly.
So nice to meet a celebrity.
They got white tattoos with you. I don't understand what they mean, but you're here now. Oh, interesting. Come have a drink. Come have some food. What do you want? Carrots? One of his eye stalks will move forward and sort of hold a carrot, stash of carrots at you.
That's a little bit of a stereotype, but also
Yeah,
yes.
no. Oh, have a parsnip. Hold a parsnip. So
I don't know what a parsnip is.
it's like,
I will take the carrots. Also, you guys got a public notice? Got a public notice board here somewhere?
Yes, it's one of the corner. They keep putting up hookers statements, so I keep moving into the way. There's ladies in this place everywhere. I mean, if you want sex, you want drugs, you want rock and roll, you want some STDs, it's a wonderful place. But if you want to put up a notice, you might find it a bit crowded.
This one's more for stories. Family friendly entertainment. I'm gonna go just put a flyer up. It's just for my live cast. No worries.
Go ahead, no problem there. No problem there at all. I've seen your live cast anyway. The teenagers keep talking about it. They got the weird things on their arms, and there's some things on their necks. I don't understand quite what it is, but we keep going on this one. It's there somewhere. Please move away from
I'll go find it. It's just for fun adventures as I'm traveling around the spheres. You know.
Neswin is just downing a beer right now, just like, oh,
Where's your little mechanical friend? She's not here today. Oh, there's because your little friend with you instead. I see. Keeps everyone with you. This is your emotional support animal. I see. I understand this now.
I'm not an emotional support animal, but
I'm a
I
rabbit.
mean, I would be I provide a little bit of support here and there.
Please, someone move Luigi into the.
So, like mid conversation, Bonkers is just still talking and walking over there, and putting a pin in, putting his little paper up.
One of
Neswin-
Luigi's eyes
Neswin-
follow you. The rest will be focused on other characters. Go over.
Neswin will start moving towards the lady.
Beer in hand.
Yes. Downing it as he's going, hoping it's endless.
It's not, sadly.
Endless.
It seems to be a rather
So,
large crowd surrounding this individual as she's singing on a table.
you need to come back.
It's okay. We can take 5.
Excellent.
You can take
No,
5.
they were just saying something in the background. We're good.
Guten Tag.
You both look up at the individual one. The table singing into a small stone which seems to be strapped to her face.
A stone that's strapped to the
How
face.
appropriate to think the two are you.
Is the token picture reminiscent of what she actually looks like?
Yes, it's not drawn by me.
Very nice, very nice.
A full picture if you'd like. Seems unfair not to.
So, Luigi, you got live entertainment here? That's pretty cool.
Do I
Neswin was not looking around like, there's children here. This lady's got her titties out.
It's a bar.
Well, they're lovely titties, but
Yeah, thanks, mate. Got him from Coraline himself.
oh, sorry, you heard me.
Well, yeah, I'm a
I-
brown, mate. I got big ears. Just big,
Oh.
fuck off ears.
Yeah,
She got big
The
ears
bre-
too. I like it.
the breasticles are lovely. I didn't mean to interrupt you, lovely singing, but do you normally just stand around on tables singing heartfelt songs?
Only on tables now, but wherever I can, you know, it makes a buck here and there. Entertains the masses, entertains me quite a bit. Oh, I'm hearing myself in your headphones. What the fuck?
I love that. I love that. All right. Here's a coin for the performance, and he'll put a. Actually, he won't have coins. He'll have credits. So he'll put like a. What would credits be representative of? Would they be like little sticks or something? Like Imperial credits are?
Yeah.
As he puts a couple credits on the table.
You just made that up right now, didn't you?
Who, me? No.
Never.
Jeez, thank you so much. She politely nicks it before anybody else can get to it.
So well done.
Very, very aware of the way that people can be in seedy taverns, and just with a nice little flourish, tucks it away, looks natural as anything. And she climbs off the table for the most part and sits down on the edge of it instead. It's like, so. Go on then, tell me more about yourselves.
Sorry. Well, I'm Captain Neswin. This is my shipmate here, Bunkers. It's
Name's Chamomile Wildlight, but everyone calls me Bonkus. So, like and subscribe, I guess. He'll hand you a flyer.
She takes it. She tucks it in her little back pocket in her little booty jeans.
You know what a live cast is? You ever heard of a live cast?
Oh yeah, one of my mates back home. They
Yeah, he
they
likes-
used to live cast.
If you like good stories, check it out sometime. I fill everybody in on the happenings of myself and I guess my. Do I say my crew? That makes it sound like I'm in charge. My crew. No, just but the people. My boss. I don't. This guy. Neswin. Our adventures. We've done it for a wild month already.
It has actually been a
Huh?
Took you that long to get back, so it has been at least a month.
Yeah.
it's been an
Total of
exciting
almost 40 days of travel time.
it's been an exciting time, and it's been quite profitable for us. It's my first time off world. Now, what's a drow doing on the Rock of Brawl?
Well, you know,
Not polite to ask.
after you hit a certain point in your career of education, the big guys up at the top of the head say, "Hey, mate, we are sending you out further into the world to really learn about what the world has to offer. Go through this portal. Don't come back until you've seen some shit, mate. So,
DM's
you
inspiration.
adventurers.
DM's inspiration. Because the accent is flawless. And I can't stop laughing.
I have to point out, I'm proud of this one. Did you, does Alex know the inspiration behind her accent?
Jolene is from the Underdark. She comes from a land down under.
Yeah, you should tell.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, it just sunk in. Oh my god! I was trying to place this accent because it's like an American doing an accent. So it's like,
Yeah, I'm,
And-
I'm
and I was
not
like-
a trained professional by any means.
and I was the whole time I was like, this is Australian. I'm like, why the fuck is a Drow Australian? It's the least Drow accent I've ever heard.
Usually I make the Drow French, so it's Australia.
He's from down under. Fuck's sake.
Down under.
That is good though. I will give you that is really good.
Hence the DM's inspiration. It's actually very rare that I give you DM's inspirations, bravo.
Well, if you're looking for, actually, we're a bit short on hands. So if your mission is to see the world and what's beyond, then you got a ship and got a room for
Something,
you.
I assume.
There's Wayne's eyes has not turned off your assets. Just put it that way.
She's
Yeah, and
used to it.
Neswin is constantly going like, catching himself and like looking down, trying his hardest.
That's how I describe him to my mother. It's fine. It's normal. That's what I say to her when she tries on clothes. You don't really accentuate your assets.
Oh no, it's even worse because I think Jolie's taller than that
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
You're right. We
everyone's
figured that
taller
out.
than
She's
this, mate.
tall. She's short. She's short compared to everybody else around her, but she's the tallest of this crew, which is a huge ego boost for her.
Oh yeah, because it's a
But yeah.
dwarf, a Harengon, and a fucking auto gnome, so everyone's short.
Right.
Apart from the other
We're,
ones,
Um,
the Furbolg.
we're a party of, yeah, we're a party of manlets.
It's not the first time this has come up as discussion, I fear.
So yeah, you were.
So
Go ahead.
no, feel free to continue.
I was just gonna try to steer the conversation. I was just saying. So yeah, Neswin, you were looking for a new crew, right?
Well, yeah, we had to get rid of two of our old crewmates. I'm sort of looking to build up
Oh,
again,
yeah.
and
Real
I think
shame that.
I think you'd fill that role quite nicely.
At the mention of compensation, of course, her eyes are already kind of lighting up. It's kind of clear that the whole working in the bar for tips thing has been kind of, aside from her what little allowance she's gotten from the school, has been kind of how she's been buying her meals and trying to make ends meet. Because she's been trying and failing to make a job as an adventurer, as a drow, on a rock in the middle of nowhere. Basically, is kind of the way she's been seeing it. So she's already kind of leaning forward excitedly, like, all right, mate, well, where do I put my CV in?
It's also worth
Let's,
noting
let's
standpoint as well. The Drow in Spelljammer are very nasty individuals, and they have a fleet, and they're generally more pirate in nature, and are very insular
right,
and
all right.
vile.
She's a little used to that from her original dimension as well, because she escaped the cult of Lolth at a very young age. So the drow that she's also used to is either the few good ones that she grew up with and the bad ones. So she's very familiar with the bad stereotypes around drow and the fear around them.
Drow culture.
Yeah.
It's worth saying that what you're seeing in front of me, by the way, is a dwarf wearing a big hat, wearing, sailor's garments. It's a bit of it's like there's like an armor under a big sort of coat, and he
Which are all
looks.
pristine.
Yeah, it's his clothes could not be looking any nicer.
It looks
Um, it's unnaturally so. He's got a big beard. He's actually, although the hairline is ever so slightly receding,
it's not
got a full head. It's receding a little bit. He's got a full head of hair, and he looks
A little
old.
widow's peak.
He looks old, but not proper old. He looks maybe late middle aged, so maybe between 40 and 50, early 50s, late 40s.
All right, all right.
And how does Bonkers look?
You know what Bunkers looks like already.
Yep.
Brown hair gone, a little bit of gray down his neck and chest. Though most of that's covered by the leather jacket that he wears, like a thick armored leather jacket. He probably currently, since he's going out, he would probably have his goggles slipped in his pocket. No, that'd still be on his head. He's a nerd. Wearing a red scarf thrown over his neck. Dark green pants. No shoes.
A little guy, just a little,
Just a
little
little
fella.
guy.
He's just a little guy.
We said his ears make up
Yep.
like a
I love
third of his
him.
height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's 4
he's
foot
like,
to the top of his head, but he has another foot and a half of ears.
yeah,
But
so
nobody
he's like
counts that because that's above the eyes.
to the top of the head. He's 2 inches taller than Neswayne.
Is that what it is?
It's hard not to
No,
make
actually,
eye contact with Jolene's
he's-
assets. I think at that height.
He's 4 inches shorter than Neswayne to the head, but then he has another 8 inches of ears.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Neswayne is at booby height.
I have just wonderfully descriptive. Right. So.
The windows into the soul.
Sarah, your allowance is 400 credits a week,
Excellent.
and you just gained 50 credits from bar tips. People throwing money at you, pretty much. I'm trying desperately not to portray it like a hooker situation, or a stripper, but it's very hard not to.
Kind of dresses like a stripper. She's kind of used to it.
Yeah,
there's a
And
lot
she
of
definitely
shit
doesn't
going
take
on.
offense.
Scantily clad.
She doesn't
scantily
really
clad
take
and
offense
on.
at being assumed such. Like she'll politely tell somebody, "No, sorry, this is just how I dress," but she knows better than to get offended at it at this point.
Yeah, I
She gets better tips that way anyway.
was desperately trying not
Honest.
to portray it in that way. as long as the character is of the opinion of sex sells, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes,
Why don't you two get acquainted? I'm gonna ask Luigi for something.
Oh fuck.
I was. I mean, all right. I was gonna go get something. I don't even know what, but yeah. So I'm pretty new to the crew as well, so I don't know if you want to even. I mean, I can help you get settled in, know all like the ins and outs of the people you'll be working with, but I don't know them very well either, so I'm kind of a terrible person to ask.
Hey, fair enough, mate. I mean, all right, mate. If I'm really being conspiratorial here, and she kind of leans in, hand on the chin, and goes, "What's the juiciest gossip you've picked up to this point?"
Oh, juicy gossip in the crew or out of the crew?
Either or, really.
You're about to
I'm
ask.
just
In the crew.
You're
I don't
about-
really have any juicy gossip, but there's something pretty close you might like. We have one of our crewmates is a gnome, but they're not a normal gnome. They're a weird robot gnome that thinks they're a normal gnome. Nice person, but they offered me a glass of oil the other day, and looked like they would have been very sad if I didn't take it.
That's wild, mate. Well, good to know before I meet him proper myself. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, as for juicy off ship gossip, I don't know. We've only been in port for a couple of days. Did you hear about the Suicide Squad thing?
Oh yeah, that was all over. I was reading the newspapers. Well, the newspapers, the newsies. And I saw something about a death cult.
Yeah.
Shame about that, but I guess they got what they wanted. At the end of the day, can't say no about that.
Something like that. A little weird, but yeah. So that was our ship.
It was your ship.
You asked for the
Well,
goss.
Mate, I did. I did not have anyone to blame but myself. But that just
Which
solidifies.
reminds me, Nesswayne, if we're gonna hire this person, we need to get their name and clear them with the ship so bad things don't happen.
It's also worth noting that you know that Aaron and Cassius are romantically entangled. You have not told Neswayne yet.
Yeah, it's a good point. That's a good point, Bonkers. I'll phone ahead I'll stone ahead.
Y'all need to get some ID cards, I swear.
I will regrettably open my mouth in front of Large Luigi.
Oh fuck. Right, I'm calling a 5-minute break while I get another drink because I need so much drink to do this character. It's obscene.
I cannot leave my room, so that is unfair.
I'm sorry. I will be back as quickly as I can.
You could text your father and politely ask for him to bring you a 5-minute break, Coke.
I think we're out of Coke. That's the problem.
No.
So I have a beer that I brought up a while ago.
Same diffy.
It's a brown beer, so it's supposed to be drank like warmish. But the problem is I don't have a bottle opener.
No.
It's not a twist off, is it?
It's not a twist off.
What do you have in your room that is close to a bottle opener?
A spoon.
You could probably make that work.
I can do it with my. I know how to do it with my car keys, but I can't do it with a spoon.
Okay. Put the spoon disc into the cap. Put the handle of the spoon on your table, and then pull the bottle down.
Oh, yeah, I know how to do that on a table edge.
Yeah, but
Oh,
just
so
do it with
you-
the spoon instead.
So use the spoon's edge to do it. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that way it's nice and hard.
Oh, something came out. It went squirt.
Maybe yeah. I'm channeling Bonkers here. Maybe let it sit for a second.
Fucking.
Yep.
Have you had COVID yet?
I had COVID over the winter. We got it just after winter break. Like half the school faculty did.
So the problem is
We
the
came
spoon.
back, and a week later, everybody went out with COVID.
The problem is the spoon is bending.
No.
Ooh.
I have a lighter.
Lighter will work. I know there's a way to open them with lighters.
I think my lighter's metal, so it would be easier
Yeah.
in theory.
In theory. See, I don't have this problem because, like, at any given time, I have like 2 or 3 bottle openers and 2 or 3 knives within
But
reach
you-
of me.
I used to have one on my car keys, but the problem is I've left my car keys downstairs.
Ah, you don't have a Swiss Army knife or a multi-tool or something like that sitting up there?
Ooh,
A
I might.
screwdriver?
I might.
Remember, almost every single multi-tool in existence has a bottle opener on it.
Yeah.
Or a can opener, which works. I'm enjoying this like lo-fi Daft Punk.
Right. Lo-fi cyberpunk dip vibes. music to groove to. It's too
Lo-fi
early.
space tunes. Lo-fi space tunes to have your titties out too.
Correct.
Back. Right.
Welcome back.
Thank you. With a dab.
With a dab. Gotta have it.
I've got to grant you the accent.
Now,
is-
when you say with a
Pardon that, Travis?
now when you say with a dab, do you mean an arm dab or a weed dab?
Whichever suits your fancy, really. Whatever tickles you.
Whatever you're in the mood for.
I don't know. The kids seem to be into both nowadays.
Exactly.
Yeah, the dab is pretty dead. Not gonna lie.
I still see it unironically.
I can't.
Then again, it's Arizona.
Yes, this is valid point.
Oh. Then again, it's America.
Now, different parts of America move slower. Like in 3 or 4 years, the dab will become a big thing in like Wyoming,
True.
but it's already dead in California.
I now have an entire cocktail shaker filled with espresso martini, so I'm ready for large Luigi.
Your body is ready.
My voice is ready. My soul is not. What was it? What are you doing?
I don't know.
This is not
Okay.
the- this is not the Rhythm Nation.
Neswin will regrettably open up his mouth by saying,
Jesus.
"Oi, Luigi, you haven't got a lead on any work that he's been doing here."
Well, there's always the investigators, but I think we've visited them already. How about the Glyph of the Arcane? Oh, there's always some strange things going on. There's some hits going. There's some mercenary contracts going. There's pretty much anything if you look for it. You ask the right person. If you look into some dark alleys, you might find some dodgy things. But there you go. You can page it well.
Thank you.
Was there
he-
anything on the board when I was putting my sign up?
No. Seems to be
Except
like
for-
purely advertising for entertainment.
Except for-
and
Busty ladies near you.
Yeah.
stuff. Yes. Busty Drows wants you, no, in your area.
Oh no. A flashing billboard. Busty drow girls in your area. Hey, adventurer.
Would you like to grow your penis 8 times in
Yeah, I was going
size?
with that one next.
This is like the stretching gerbil gif.
Potion of enlargement, not just for upstairs.
Oh god. No, I've had a player do that before. Please, let's not.
I will make jokes about it. I'm not going to.
Ironically, not a bard as well, surprisingly. A paladin.
Okay.
I do terrible
would be
things
a
to
fucking-
paladins.
What are you
Yeah.
doing to that poor bottle, Alden?
Yes.
He doesn't know the answer. This is yes. I don't know the answer. Stalling for time. I've learnt this one.
This one has fucking. It has like
Oh,
foil around the head of it. So I decided to get the foil off so now I can get a better attack on the.
That'll probably make it
Reasonable.
easier to get it off.
yeah. He's trying to open a bottle without a bottle opener. Somehow you have killed Alex.
My brain
because I
went
said it-
somewhere entirely different.
Yeah, because I said attack the head.
Yes. I was fine until that moment in time.
Oh no.
Go to horny jail. Go to horny jail.
It's not even that. It's my mind is just wired differently. I'm built different.
I'm simply built different.
No, I can't see a fucking thing because it's fogged up.
Hold on, give it a second.
We know Alden's a vapor. This is normal.
Give it a second. It's
I-
melting. I put it's iced over. That's the thing.
Don't do it again, you bitch!
There we go.
How did that clear it? I don't get it.
Because it's just pressurized air and it goes liquid when I put it upside down, and that freezes things.
Stop freezing it.
It's now frozen, and then I just blow on it, and it unfreezes for a quick second.
I will feed you to Bulla. Don't do it. Yes. Those
The
are
camera's
your-
very cold now.
I wonder why.
I wonder how. I wonder why.
Now we've got a haven around you. It looks like you're hotboxing yourself. No, is it steaming up again? It is.
It's gonna dry at some point. In the
At some
meanwhile,
point in the near future,
let's-
I hope.
let's make the room comfortable again.
That makes it worse. You look like you're in a frigging drag club or a
No.
fitness place.
Yeah, now he looks like he fits the scene.
He really
We
does
got
way
the
too
we got
much.
the lo-fi Daft Punk.
You kind of
like,
have now. It's
bopping
just
in
gone
the
lower. Oy vey. You're like Glastonbury now or something.
Yeah, I'll pick up my Stone of Standing, and I will go to the Fair Maiden, making a big assumption there.
Wow.
So, could you tell me your name?
Yeah, mate. Hi. I'm Jolene. Jolene. Nice to meet you. That's not a joke. You're looking at me like that's a joke. That's not a joke. That is my name. Each one is spelled different. It's my name. I do not know why they named me that, but that it is. Hi. Nice
Ever
to meet you, mate.
Ever thought of changing it?
Yeah, I have, but you know, what's the point? Everybody knows me by now.
Well, I'm Captain Neswain.
She's got a surprisingly like strong grip. She is just made of muscle.
Oh, Neswain will grip back.
Excellent. She's not trying to intimidate anybody. She's just very much got that like I don't know how strong I am thing going on.
Okay, and then he picks up the stone. Mular, please give clearance to Jolene.
Searching. Jolene. Is this what you meant, Captain?
No, I mean a drow, literally named
Please
Jolene.
don't take my man.
Jolene.
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 Captain, do you require assistance?
No, Mular, just give clearance to a drow that will be
Are you
accompanying
having a
us.
stroke?
Yeah, that's JOLYNE JOLIEN JOLINE JOLENEEN. In case you needed it.
Mullah has an IQ of 3,000. This still confuses me.
Just give when we return, we will have a drow in tow. Don't kill the drow.
Don't kill
Yeah,
the drow.
please do not kill the drow. I'm nice. I promise. I promise. All right.
Accepted, Captain. Please do not allow further interference on this channel.
And he'll put the stone back. All right, have you got what you need, Bunkers?
I got my sign up. I got some slightly racist carrots. I'm pretty good, I think. Time to find the next place.
Can you taste the
I'm not turning down free carrots, but it's a little presumptuous.
Travis's defense is
He's
the
been-
second time I've done this to him.
Can you taste the racism?
It's the racism. What does
No, which is
racism
why I'm
taste
still
like?
eating them. I don't know. I've never tasted it. It's the whole idea behind them.
It's the
Because
very
it's
antithesis
only a
of
little
racism
bit.
like a taste.
I'm still not turning down free carrots, you see, but like I said, it's a little bit of a presumptuous. You just assume that I want carrots. I do, but that's beside the point.
They haven't been wrong so far.
No, they really haven't. So they racist.
Yeah, no,
they're wrong,
they
they're
haven't.
right.
You have said yes, please, to each one of them as far as I'm
From the DM's
concerned.
point of view, you
This is-
have not actually informed your potential new recruit of where to go, what you're doing, where you're going, and why you're doing it.
No,
No, she's
She-
just been listening into conversations about carrot,
Yeah, this is literally the only.
and she's here for it.
Yes.
She's here for
Now-
it. She loves
now,
it. Carrots.
Jol- Jolene, we will be heading onwards. Would you please join us? We'll be looking for
Yeah.
further work to be doing.
Please, mate, it has been so hard to find any kind of work. How do you think I found my way to a bar with a beholder on the fucking?
The fact that the camera zoomed in.
Yeah. I didn't do anything to it, and
Now I can see both of your hands.
Please, mate, I am dying for work.
Working
Please.
9 to 5 is too much for you, is it?
Working 9 to 5.
What a way to make a living.
Well,
Yeah, so
Go on, then.
do we call you like Jolene? Do we have to say do we have to say
Mate,
all four
no.
names all the time?
No, mate.
Do you go by
please
like
not.
Jolene or Jojo or like
yeah,
JX4 or
You know, I've heard of some bizarre stories from a fella named Jojo, so no on that as well. Just call me
Fuck's sake.
Jolie. Just call me Jolie.
Jolie?
Jolie.
Jolie, all right, got it.
Yeah.
Like I said, call me Bonkers, but name's
Bonkers.
O'Neill, but call me Bonkers.
Bonkers is a better name anyway, mate.
I mean, I do like my name, but everybody calls me Bonkers, and it fits really well, as you will get to know.
You actually made a JoJo's reference.
Yes.
I respect that.
Thank you. I have drawn Jolie before in the style of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because I had to, because her name is Jolene. How could I not? But yes.
I tested positive on my PCR test.
How's your dad?
There we go.
Yeah, how about him? Actually? I'm gonna ask him.
Because you have COVID. Trust me,
I have COVID. Yeah.
You have COVID.
No, it's just I'm asking him his results. He's been gone the whole week, so the first time I saw him today was this morning, and I immediately just said to him like, "Don't get close to me. I feel really, really sick."
That's fair. So letting people know that they've gotten in contact with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're getting ready to get out of here now. Luigi, lovely place you got here. Super nice to finally meet you. I've heard a lot about you. It's great to see you. My contact info, my stone info is on the flyer if you ever need to get a hold of me for any reason or just want to tune in for some cool stories. I think we're going to move on.
Yeah, mate. Thanks. Thanks again for letting me commandeer one of your tables. Do appreciate it.
Oh god. It's okay. It's really
Ne-
get back at any time. You can sing your dance. You can do whatever you want as long as you don't try and sleep with the customers again.
Neswin will just grab a mug and put another few credits on the table. Do you mind if I keep this?
Give it whatever you want. It's 500 credits.
You have a to-go cup.
It's a good cup. Yes, everyone have a to-go cup. You can keep going. It's a hand you a paper cup.
I'll pour the ale over in the paper cup, and I'll take. Thanks, mate.
You see what your little friend. Oh, goodbye, my rather staunch girlfriend. Goodbye. Hope to see you
Bye.
soon.
And Neswin, before he even reaches the door, has already downed the whole thing.
You want a refill before we leave?
No, I just needed it so I could stop hearing him.
Please no.
Understood. I will be able to hear him for the next 15 or 20 minutes, depending on how fast we walk. But I thought he was nice. Lovely guy.
Yeah, nice enough.
Yeah, Large Luigi's actually.
I mean, he let me in.
To be honest.
Then again, I have this weird feeling that I talk and listen faster than you do, Neswain. I don't mean it in a bad way, but I'm used to like the high speed. I can see how that could be off-putting. Does I sound like that sometimes?
Bonkers really does have ASD, doesn't he?
Neswin turns to Bonkers. I am 647 years, lad. I do not
Oh, mate.
have fucking time or the energy to listen to that. You, however, are comfortable enough. Only Luigi drives me fucking insane.
Understandable. Just go ahead and warn me if I ever get to be too much. I will force myself to quiet down for a few minutes.
It's fine.
So
It's
here's me just telling you, I won't be offended. I know I go fast.
well, you gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast,
Gotta go
mate.
fast.
Side note, I keep wanting to
Running
slip
around
into
a
your
king.
accent. I've been like fighting off the Irish, trying to slip into
I
my
know.
Australian.
I can kind of sense like a twang in it every now and then.
I'm really bad about parroting the people around me, so
Oh, no, same.
unfortunately, it's something I have to turn off actively.
When I talk to my coworker, my accent turns more American because he's Jordanian American. If I speak to just Travis, I think I'd always also go slightly more American. When Alex is around, I'm speaking more in my Oxfordish Norwegian English.
Posh English, just say it. I accept it. It's fine.
I do it when I go to work. I downgrade my English to sound a little bit like this, and I really go with what I level them because they don't understand what the heck I'm saying. I've actually had to translate emails I've sent to the head teacher before because she didn't understand what I was saying. She called me to
Oh no!
ask me to translate what I'd written. Not even a joke. It's actually true. I've been asked to stop recording things in such poncy language.
See, I've always been able to understand you, and I am American, so this doesn't speak well to your coworkers.
Yeah, but you're not a dumb American. That's the thing as well.
This is true.
No. And I've noticed
I am in the
I-
top
I-
percentiles
Ina
of
started taking
American.
on my
No.
accent as well. It's peculiar. When Ina now speaks English, she sounds staunchly more like me than she did originally.
Oh yeah. And like Travis, you've heard Ina speak. So you know it's very Norwegian. She speaks in a very Norwegian way. But whatever English it does have, it's like very British English.
And when we're alone, she speaks
Yeah.
like Queen's English.
Yeah.
It's very strange to hear her swear.
Hey,
in
Buck, I'm
perfect
getting your
Queen's English.
attention behind you.
What?
Especially when we're playing Smite, she's like, "You fucking cunt!" No, what?
Would you
I'm sorry.
please
Where did that come from?
please-
It's really Cockney. So as I've noted, I do not sound like most people near me because you've heard Luke and Mark speak.
Oh yeah.
The betrayers, and they are from where I am from, and they sound nothing like I do.
Yeah.
Diction and elocution, my dear fellow.
So, Captain, do you know any other good bars around here? Because I just want to follow the music, and we ended up here. Because I'd like to put up a few more flyers before we get back, or if there's a public notice board. Do you know this port any better than I do?
I'm wanting to look for the GIF embassy. But on the way,
Griff.
how about Griff? Sorry, no,
Griff or something
we don't.
completely different.
We do not want to get into the Githyanki.
Or the Gith Zerai, either.
No, I'd like to start speaking to speak to the GIF embassy to see if they've got some work for us. But on the way, let's stop by any place you'd like, and we can drop off some of these flyers.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Jolene, you mind keeping an eye out for me and see if you spot anything that I don't?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Actually, this place just up the street here, not this building, but the next. That one seemed nice. The one across the street, don't go there. They were awful.
I got you. I'm
The one across
a bit of a, shall we say, cultural outlier as well, so I'm gonna trust your instinct on this one.
Yeah.
The one across the street is
Just-
labelled Madame Fifi's House of Boys.
No, we're not going there.
A little cameo from Dragon Quest.
Uh-huh.
Yes, so
So Bonkers is just gonna be going into each one and putting up a or every one that he is comfortable with and putting a flyer up.
How many is he comfortable with out of 20, say?
I don't know. That'd be a good thing to roll a 20-sided geometric shape for, wouldn't it? I'm
11.
just gonna roll a d20, and
Little
we'll
cool
find
guy
out
sunglasses on.
to everyone. That's 13 of them.
So 13 of them. So you hand out 13 flyers.
Yeah, putting up on the different notice boards.
Jolene, is there anything you'd like to do during this point?
I think she's more or less ready to hit the road. I feel like she's been in port for far longer than she had planned on initially.
It's like cabin.
So I think she's pretty ready to set off because she's had plenty of time previously to get all her gear in check and to, be prepared for whatever might take her ahead because she didn't want to waste any time if she did find a gang of adventurers to glom onto.
And of course, she wants to escape Dolly.
A little bit. She cannot have people running around accusing her of stealing their men. It's bad for her reputation.
I'm so sorry that I've inserted this into your backstory, but it's not.
No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like that was kind of what created her as a character was
I
that she
was
was
doing
supposed
the
to be a
housework
rival love
yesterday
interest
and listening to Jolene.
who was going to steal your man.
I was literally listening to Jolene as I was doing the housework yesterday, planning your entrance.
I'm so glad.
in like a Mrs. Doubtfire moment.
That's pretty good.
Alvin, what are you doing?
A friend of mine is like asking me to play games with him, and I'm like, brother, I am playing D&D right now, and he's like, you have the Rona though, and I'm like, it is possible. It is
You just
possible
got
that
you
you
just gotta
may.
put a mask on before you take the picture.
Would you
Yeah.
would you like the Grandmaster to deal with him?
It's fine.
Oh damn, I got to add Igor's stuff to the Hall of Fame, that reminds me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's also
Right, so we leave the
character
laughing beholder.
Yes, we do indeed leave the laughing beholder. And moving through the streets, these streets are quite clean at this point as well. You're in the more reputable parts of the Rock of Ral at this point, to be honest. I'm going to move you to the Rock of Ral map. It's also worth noting, I am terribly sorry. Remember, it is a gigantic map. Which
It'll take between 4 and 5 business days for it to load.
Yes, it will take between 4 and 5 business days for it to load.
Oh, mine loaded immediately.
Because it is the actual map for the Rock of Ral. It's 16,000 by 16,000 pixels. It's gigantic. There's no other way of describing it.
There we go. I don't even know where we were. I couldn't find the street that you had said, and I don't remember what it is at this point.
You are there. I realize
Alright.
I'm pinging on a gigantic map and you can't see where I'm pinging.
Yeah,
No,
where?
I saw it.
North, west, east, south.
There. Look for the
Right by
glass.
Port.
Oh, don't ping with the flame thing. Ping with the ring thing. There it is. Aha. Anchor Street.
Yeah, you're there.
Yes. So I imagine I'd hit, Bonkers would have hit a handful of the interesting spots along here,
Yes. Jolene's just
getting a flyer up.
away from Graal and anywhere else he can.
Oh. Donde está el Griff Embassy?
I don't think the Griff Embassy is actually on here.
Well, that's right. Didn't we say it was up here on Eel Street or something?
Yeah, it's fairly
It
near.
was somewhere in here.
Yeah, so I'm going to say it's there.
Okay. I remembered it being somewhere up in that general region.
You're going to the Griff Embassy.
Because isn't that the place we went before?
God, I wish I could just control F and find it.
Yes, sadly, that's not a possibility. Oh, I'm so glad you chose this one. It's the favourite one so far. It's also worth noting, some of the Spelljam is completely homebrew. There's nothing written in it. So, you are going to the Griff Embassy. You arrive at a rather well-appointed place. It seems to look more like a barracks or a compound than anything else. by far from business-wise and far from it's different weather than Hill. Residential. Simply a place purely for
Having a hard time hearing you, Alex. Do you have a?
Yeah,
Turn your
you're cutting in
microphone
and out a little bit.
It's been my voice is going slightly as well.
Oh no, you've been Luigi.
Is that better? Is that better still? Is better or not? No, you can't hear a fucking thing. There we go. Is that working now? Is that better?
A little better, yeah.
Yeah, good. I'm glad that's better. I mean, I could up it, but I don't know if it did a very good job. I open these. Come on, open. It's a very functional site. There's something's gone wrong. I'm moving you to the appropriate place. You want to step. I have like 15 pounds right now.
Hey, Buck, look at my insane setup with 3 screens right now. I've got Jolene's character sheet here.
Jolene.
That is very nice.
Station.
My spouse has a 3-computer setup,
3 monitor or 3 computer?
3 monitor.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is that better? Can you hear me better now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes,
Oh no, the map disappeared. Sad.
it's very
Oh, no,
big. You're on the
yeah,
map
no,
yeah.
still. Scroll
Just
up.
scroll. No, not up, down. Drag yourself down.
Oh,
That's better.
where are you?
You are right
the
at the
map.
bottom of the map. Oh, I haven't set your site. That's my fault. I didn't.
Oh, that would be it.
because it was there for a minute
yeah.
and then it just disappeared.
Battle station.
Disappeared. I have a monitor, and I have my drawing tablet, and I'm using the drawing tablet as a secondary monitor. So
That's what I have.
all of your beautiful faces are on my tablet.
Yay.
Screen there. Screen there. You are on this screen, which is
I
keep looking at that screen rather than that screen.
I have my computer over here with the D&D stuff, and then I have my iPad right here with you all.
It goes over. Yeah, I can see the top of it. There we go. I've moved you. I'm looking straight at you. Let's probably do that wrong. Yes, you arrive. Yes, it does make a difference. I can't do that. No, can't do that. ASD's going no. No, can't do it. You arrive at what appears to be a barracks with gates shut. It does have a clear sign outside that states Griff Embassy. Knock to acquire entry. Business only.
I will knock. I will knock on the door.
Knock on the door. Where did the other extra go?
So, you said these guys might have work for you?
That's
Work
what
for us,
I
guess?
believe.
Nice.
That's what Luigi says, and that's what I've heard before. Yeah.
What we can
Alright.
is they will pay good money for illegal gun running, and they've been known to pay exorbitant rewards for new weapon designs. Which
So I can knock on the gate.
chest.
It's gone back to being weirdly quiet again.
Sorry, I was talking really quiet, that's why.
Okay.
There he is, that's better. Okay.
Yes.
No, I meant the token. So I did a token, and the midrip is the only thing that showed.
Mm.
Which is not exactly ideal. Two sets of guards, which are not dissimilar to hippos, will open the doors. They seem to be in soldier's garb and regard you and simply gesture towards a room on the far side of the courtyard. You can see windows leading into it. It seems to be a stone chamber of some variety, but they don't really regard you with any degree of conversation.
Where? Okay. Thank you, lads.
Bonkers will just
They will look
We
Jolene
have
up and down
wave.
in a strangely suspicious manner, however. You should have
Ah, I am
character
enlarged. I see. You have enlarged me. Because the grid map is very strange.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Reduce.
There we go.
Excellent.
You're very large, admittedly.
Yeah. I can reduce myself. Haha.
Okay, you're all
How do we do it?
No, I have a spell. I have enlarge reduce as a spell. So I have it as a macro on here that I can make myself big.
I just thought you were trying to fit the map better, and I was like, huh.
Huh. I will knock on this door as well, on this door.
The door opens on its own accord, and inside, in a rather clandestine granite chamber, stands a singular-looking hippo creature in rather bedraggled garb, carrying a large war mace. He will war axe. Sorry. He will regard you and say, "Name, rank, and number."
Neswain Captain 69?
Nice.
Huh, that is a bag of heads.
Yeah,
Sure is.
ignore the bag of heads. It's the most grizzled Griff I could possibly find, and the images for Griff are few and far between, so
Fair enough.
you can spell
I've-
not been released for 5e yet, so there aren't many images for it.
We're not members of your organization, but we're looking for work.
Why is a rabbit and dwarf and a loose woman in my compound? Sergeant!
I knocked on the door, we were let in.
Why?
Lars Luigi said you could use some help.
Griff need no help from outsiders. What do you want?
We can run some errands for you.
Errands.
I've got a ship, and I've got a crew.
His demeanor will change when you say a ship. Well, you might be of some use to us then. Not completely useless, are you? And they'll go up and move over and scrumple the hair over your hat. In a rather mocking manner.
Right. Well, how big is this guy? Is he like? Because he's a big hippo, but like, is he humanoid? Is he tall or just?
About 6'9".
Is he tall or just girthy?
He's 6'9" and about 4 feet wide.
Ah, okay, so he's tall. He's tall and girthy.
Yes, he's got a lot of girth to him.
Right. Well, if you've got any, I've heard you guys pay well for running weaponry and armaments.
Told right? For the right person?
So if you're, you're looking to employ, I'm looking for employment. We may reach an agreement here.
Maybe. Who are you lot anyway?
I'm getting this win. This right here is Bunkers, and this right here is our new friend Jolene. Jolene.
It's only 3, not 4.
Mate, you don't gotta.
I said
You
4.
gotta
There are 3. Jolene.
Hmm?
There's only 3.
No, there's 4.
It's 4.
Jolene.
But Jolene's name has 3, not 4.
No, it has 4.
Does it? Am I missing one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jolyne, Jolien, Joline, Joleen.
Oh, your character name has a.
Because the last one is Jolene.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so she's got all 4 in her name, which is why she goes by Jolie for short.
I stand corrected.
No worries.
I prostrate myself before you and beg your forgiveness.
You are forgiven this time.
Forgiveness means listen to me. I am the artificer of the lies.
All over myself.
Yes. Is Griffin speaking to you? He will look up and down at you. Well, don't seem much like spacefaring folk to me. Bloody amateur.
I've been sort of a seafaring lad for the past many years. So spacefaring is sort of it's new to me.
I travel all over the place. Have you heard my live cast? I'm bonkers.
My
You've at least heard a little bit about me.
Witch.tv. Witch.tv/bonkers.
Witch.tv/bonkers. How do you not know about him, mate? Come on. Have you
Everybody
been
knows
living
about it.
under an asteroid? And I mean, if we're not spacefaring people, how did I wind up all the way out here?
Could be a stowaway.
What am I doing on a
from the
rock in space? I wasn't
plane.
born here.
Could be a stowaway.
Yeah, you're-
Ex-slave.
You rarely see Taurillians make their way to the Rock of Brawl without at least stepping foot on a spelljammer.
Oh, that's what you are. Bloody Tyrillians everywhere.
Well, I'm at least.
I'm not. I'm from the fuck is he from? I'm from the Feywild.
I'm from Faerun.
Another
Yeah, that's
Tyrillian.
Tauril as well.
Damn it. Well, suppose something you can do. Got one thing you can do. You bear in mind, you die on this. It's not my fault.
That's how it always goes.
That's adventuring, mate.
I doubt I'll see you again, but let's find out what you can do for us. Within the Capri graveyard, just off here, there's a vessel holding some schematics for a ship cannon. We need that cannon schematics. Retrieve the plans and maybe I'll give you something else.
Oh, schematics for ship cannons. I do like that.
It does sound pretty cool. I do like some big guns.
Return your reward will be wonderful.
Big Guns is my middle name.
I mean, those are lovely too, but like, you know the kind I'm talking about.
It's a pun, mate. Don't worry. Don't think too much on it.
Got
it
it.
means I
Right.
can carry it. I can.
I've
I can
already
carry
moved
big
on.
guns around. She's just talking to herself. It means I can carry big guns. It's a pun, mate.
Now, who's
Right now. You call that
who are we? You call that a knife?
Yeah.
You also have to work in an no every now and then.
Oh yeah, she gotta. Nar is practically in my vocabulary every day. It's
Oh,
called
you-
something.
Practically, it is. They say that all the time.
Is now, lad. So who are we getting these schematics from?
Well, there's a ship in the Capri graveyard, derelict ship. Find it, bring the schematics back, and I'll give you a working one. That's
Now,
just
there-
32 hours.
Right. You are saying though that there's a high chance we die on this mission. So what exactly awaits at the Capri graveyard?
Don't really know.
Or
I've sent some teams, they've not come back really.
right, so the Capri graveyard, derelict ship. get schematics, get
Yeah.
the fuck out of there.
Don't know what's there.
What's the name of the ship?
The name of the ship?
Do we have a name of the ship so we can identify it, or like, is it just the one with the big red mast, or what?
The ship was called the Nautilus. Never came back.
The Nautilus. All right,
Hello.
Nautilus.
Oh,
Got it.
Nautilus.
I was tempted to call it Red Dwarf, but I held back.
Or Blue Midget.
Oh, ironically, I happen to have a Nautilus right here.
An Animite.
Fossilized Nautilus. One of my favorite fossil specimens that I have.
Given Neswain's long and arduous life, would he recognize the man saying a Nautilus ship and realize what he's talking about? Because it's not like a Nautilus ship has never been tutorial.
You mean a Nautiloid?
Oh, yes, I do mean a Nautiloid.
A Nautilus is something completely different.
Right. All right. We're looking for the Nautilus. Well, thank you, sir. I'll be returning. Is there a contract or anything?
No. Where'd you get a contract from? You've been working for those damn investors.
Don't worry about that. I'll see you when I get back.
That's
All
when
right.
it's never done anything shady, have you?
No, if it
No, he's definitely a fine,
No.
upstanding bloke.
Come on, lads.
We'll have to work on changing that.
And, as the lovely DM I am, I am going to allow you to use your warbird.
Use our warbird, the Arbiter.
Yes.
Because you can now use the Arbiter.
Yes, we can indeed. And it is armed, not to the teeth. Not to the teeth, but you know, to the gums.
Well,
It
something
can't
has
be armed
teeth
to
on
the teeth,
that.
it's a bird.
Arm to the beak, then, if we want to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Through the beak, there we go! Whew.
Would you like to go through the Rockabral dock, or would you like to go straight to the Arbiter?
I think we're fine going straight to the Arbiter.
Okay.
As we're walking, Bonkers is just gonna turn to Captain Neswain. So, I don't really know how to say this, but the hair tussling thing, it's kind of rude, isn't it?
Oh, given any other chance, I would have chopped his fucking hand off.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just nice. I get that sometimes because small and the ears and the hair. So I don't know. It's weird, but like it's nice to know that somebody else is also off put by that. You know?
Right. If it wasn't for the fact that we were in their organization's home, and they all looked very tough and armed to the teeth.
Oh yeah,
the two teeth they have, and he was surrounded by more of his lads. If it wasn't my turf, he wouldn't be
If we
walking
were
home.
not looking to maintain professional working relationship, then
He would-
things would have. Yeah, I got you.
Yes.
I have taken a hand off that way one time. It's a long story, but yeah. So I know what you're going through. You know what? We'll put a pin in that for later.
He'll pat you on the shoulder. Oh, small guys got to stick together.
Yeah.
Looking up at Jolene at this moment, towering above them.
Oh, and Jolene,
Thank-
this is our boy. He's a tick bird. His name is Snuffles.
Ah,
And I point to the very large alien-looking creature on the ship.
Pleasure, mate. Yeah, pleasure.
It sits eating a very large carcass.
You having a little snack?
Sorry?
He's still hungry after all those cultists.
No, it's eating one.
Man, that thing eats. Oh, you're eating one of them still? Okay.
Yes.
So if
Wait,
you're ever
not, want not.
if you're ever in trouble, Snuffles should have your back. I don't know since Matrix is offline right now. She's sort of mostly in
so-
control of this thing.
That's the weird robot one.
You'll actually see Neswayne go up to this auto gnome that's just on the deck, and he'll just pick her up and put her over his put them over his shoulder, and just walk downstairs and just plop them in their crew quarters.
No, yeah. No, yeah, that makes makes sense.
Welcome aboard.
And he'll come back.
Told you it was wild.
Now, before we set off, Mular, I've got a question. Would it be possible to outfit you in such a way that I may, in emergencies, take over manual control?
The vessel itself is integrated with my being. Manual control is ill-advised, but possible. Oh,
If it were
floating-
If it were ever so that you were disabled, I would like to have the possibility of at least crash landing us on a safe space.
I will not be disabled. I am the ship.
You really won't
That's a good
let me have. You won't let me have a moment. You won't let me have a hold on moment.
I will. But it's both like the
Not now.
benefit. Mular is like the entity that controls the ship. He's like an AI.
Yeah.
Who wants a better. He's like Edie is in
Siri.
or Siri.
Gonna say, I'm getting a vibe off this one. You know, something 9,000. I'm sorry, mate, I can't do that.
He mixed with
Something.
HK-47. You will kill
All
him
right, now,
to save you.
all right, Mular. We're looking for the Nautilus. Could you set course for the fucking what was it?
The graveyard. The
graveyard,
Graveyard.
Capri Graveyard.
This is
Well-
an asteroid belt graveyard. Are you certain that this dereliction is due to?
We were told it's a high risk mission, but a derelict ship should be floating around in that graveyard.
It's worth noting, current roles are fulfilled. Engineer.
Sorry, when you're speaking, there's a lot of background noise.
I'm sorry. Current roles unfulfilled. Engineer.
Well, have I got just the lass for you? And Neswayne will go upstairs and find Jolene. Jolene, how much do you know about constructs and engines and things?
Yeah, I had to take a class on this. So I'm a little fresh off it, but give me a manual and I think I could make it work.
Mular, do you have a manual?
Manual for what, Captain?
Whatever an engineer needs.
Engineers
You know,
previously suited to the task rather than
nah.
placed upon it. Such previous duties should be necessary. Learning on the job is highly against protocol, although could be possible.
Yeah, nah, yeah, nah.
Do you declare?
Don't worry about it. No worries, mate. No worries. I'll wing it. And worst case scenario, duct tape and what do you call that, bed? Tick shit. Tick shit and duct tape. We'll make it work.
You are referring to Tic-Tic Bird, designation, monstrous creature.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Mular, don't overstep. Designation Snuffles.
Designation, monstrous
See?
creature. Appropriate designation necessary.
Bit of a peanut, this one. But yeah, I gotcha. Gotcha, mate. It's gonna be fine.
Pedantry is the aim of the lower folk. I am merely capable of things beyond your imagination. Pedantry is past me.
Well, anyway, we've got an engineer. She will take responsibilities for this. Will we be setting off for the graveyard now?
You wish to continue with your aim towards the Kepri graveyard?
Absolutely.
I advise against this action, Captain.
Well, you'll have to find yourself another crew then. When we all die.
You,
Understood.
Mular, you did say you were just bragging like 5 minutes ago about how you were better than any person. So, why don't you show us what you got?
In my
Keep us
current
alive out there.
In my current form, I cannot leave the vessel, as I have explained. Find me a form, and I will leave the vessel. Then you will be perfectly safe. Till then, I cannot
So-
guarantee survival.
So the problem is not in the space getting there. It's the problem is in the. All right. That tracks. Listen, you got me with you. I've got a big axe and a big sword, and I can cast spider webs. So we're gonna be all right. Yeah, mate.
You'll see Neswin pull out. You'll see Neswin pull out what's also a very big axe for him. And go, all right, I do love axes.
Yeah, you get it. She pulls her own out, and it's as big as she is. Like, just on a bigger race, this is nothing. But
Jolene, designation, daughter of Lolth, accepted.
no, mate, nah. Change that. Not a daughter of Lolth. I have not been a daughter. Never been a daughter of Lolth. I am daughter of Elistrati. Jot that down.
Female Drow, daughter of Lolth, designation to become Dryder. Escaped entrapment, correct?
Yeah, mate. Listen. Whatever nonsense you're spouting, I want you to erase that from your memory banks
I am capable
and
of
never bring it up.
information.
She's
Is this a
she's
personal
seething.
preference? Meatbag. Is this a personal preference?
Yeah, sure. Personal preference. Daughter of Elistrati. Do not mention that witch in my presence again.
Daughter of Elistrati, as you wish. Designation altered. Neswain,
Now,
is she to be a victim? Is she to be a victim? A target of Savior Protocol?
no, absolutely not. She is a crewmate.
She is
She
not
will
to
be staying on.
extracted and saved through Savior Protocol, correct?
Sorry,
She is not to be extracted and saved through Savior Protocol, correct?
she is to be saved. Yes.
Accepted. Plotting course.
Captain, don't know if your ship likes me.
The ship is, shall we say, a little. He's got mood swings. Let's call it that. I think he's
And they call me
incredibly.
bonkers.
He's incredibly intelligent. I think he can learn. He can become a more sociable being. I mean, from as far as I know, he's been stuck in a sort of dock for 10s, 20s. Actually, Murlar, how long was it from when you were last flown till we picked you up?
87 years, 37 days, and 12 hours, 52 minutes, and 12 seconds.
But
See,
he's
I
counting,
think,
you know?
yeah, I think he's just experiencing some. He needs a bit of time to recover his mental state. You know.
I need my form
Yeah.
back.
We'll find you a form. Don't worry.
I
Do we
have,
need to
Actually,
find
what-
like a simulacrum or something?
you must find my original form.
Will you
Was
let
it a
me fly?
ship or a human or a simulacrum or a gnome?
I have a form crafted from the perfect. Therefore, I am perfect.
Will you let me fly the ship if
So
you
he's a
get your form back?
beholder. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for a beholder body that's vacant.
I am not a beholder.
I am an Arcanian golem, if you must know,
Ah,
beyond your comprehension. Do not.
Will you let me?
eh.
I will allow you to pilot the vessel if necessary, Captain Neswain, as your jurisdiction, but only when I accept the risk to be appropriate. The crew's
But-
safety and livelihood is in my control, above yours.
Well, it doesn't sound too bad to me.
I can calculate approximately 22 billion possible outcomes of a situation. How many can you calculate, Captain?
Oh, I not as many as that, probably 2. But you see, the thing isn't calculation; it's instinct and intuition.
During combat, I will allow you control of the vessel.
One day, when you get your body,
Cyber warfare.
when you get your body, I'll sit down with you, have a drink, and I'll tell you all about. Oh yeah, the Iron Fist maneuver, coined after my name.
I already understand this maneuver, and will carry it out if necessary, although it is highly improbable, as it is very reckless.
Yes, but it saved me, and it saved my crew.
Savior rate is 1 in 52,000.
Well, I didn't fail when I pulled it off.
1 in 52,000.
Well, anyway, let's get on.
Reaching the Kepri asteroid belt and graveyard will take approximately 22 days. Please ready yourself for this journey, as you are organic meat bags. I will not be affected by this journey, but you will. Please use your time effectively. I will be here should the necessary need arise.
I will continue to practice proficiency of guns with Bonkers.
Fast
Yep.
FPL drive.
And I will extend an invitation to Jolene to join us if she would like to learn how to handle guns.
I think she'd be interested, yeah.
It's worth noting that firearms are still rare in your guys'
Yeah,
case.
but we've got a few for long distance combat, so it's not like you need to expect firearms encounters in every encounter we have. It's just more like if we need to shoot from ship to ship, it's good that you can shoot.
We've said Bonkers is practicing probably about 2 hours a day, and you said it was 120 hours to proficiency, right?
Yes.
So he'll be reaching proficiency about the time we get there, because he's already practiced for 40 days.
Yeah.
It'll be 60 days of practice.
Wonderful.
I so desperately want to put you on the Omega Quadrant, but I can't do so yet.
Oh, this is a dock. Ah, this is no longer a dock. Ah, this is the isometric.
Just to
However,
confuse you entirely and utterly.
We have already seen this planet. This is not the planet we are going to.
You are going to an asteroid belt.
I have one of these bottle openers now. The one that goes like woo.
I've got one that you push down and it does it for you. It's amazing.
Fancy.
It's like a pump one. It's awesome.
I just love how it looks like he's waving his arms.
Right.
Yeah,
Ah,
We are
yeah,
such
yeah,
children.
yeah.
we
The
are
bottle
adults.
opener is T-posing on you.
We are adults.
During this time, it may be appropriate for, I'm turning into Moolah still, it may be appropriate for Captain Neswain to introduce the rest of the crew alongside Bonkers.
Ah, yes, of course. We do have. It's not just us 3, 4. So crew members. Joffrey Bolbeck chose to stay, didn't he?
They both chose to stay.
Well, he's the most abused one. That's just why I'm asking. If he leaves, the other one leaves. But like, yeah. So meet the crew. This one will point at a human male, about 30 years old. He looks like a sailor. This is Joffrey de Bolbeck. All of these are in the OneNote. I hope Travis and Alex have introduced you to the OneNote as well.
Good question.
I did send you the link
Uh,
one though. It's fine.
He'll then point to a 35-year-old male halfling. Looks quite rough and ready around and tumbled around the edges. He's definitely done some hard work in his life. And this is Aaron Brandywood.
Who has a strange grin on his face, which wasn't there before.
He'll then point to a furbolg. He also looks quite rough and tumbled. Looks like he's been a sort of same kind of deal as Aaron. And this is Diranor Kitolal.
Welcome to meet
He
you.
always-
You're vegetarian? Or you need meat? I've been told by Matrix to ask. I only eat plant. You eat meat? Yes, no?
Yeah.
I
No,
chef-
yeah, I'll eat anything you put in front of me, mate.
Do you need meat or vegetables?
Let's
Or
go
both?
meat. Gotta keep up that protein.
You need meat. You will have 2 kilos of meat a day.
I can get behind that. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah, that's great.
2 kilos of meat for lady. Must remember.
Neswin will then point to a female Medusa. Oh, they're all female. We'll point to a Medusa.
There are male Medusas.
Yeah, but they're not called Medusas. They're called something else.
They are. Delighted to meet you.
This is Malkin Montague. She also looks sort of ready to be on a ship. And then Neswin will point to probably the most attractive man you've ever seen in your life.
Do not overlook them. Malkin will look at you and say, "Is this your first journey on a vessel?"
Yeah, this is my first time actually, in practice, rather than just reading about it.
Did get
It's
used to the men
interesting.
fornicating with themselves over you. It's quite normal.
That's just being in college, mate.
Excellent. We
I
understand.
get it.
Excellent.
Yeah, she's lovely. She's an old friend. You get along.
I'll pour you some potions later. We'll have a lovely cocktail party.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Fabulous.
Neswayne will then point to what is most probably the most attractive man you've ever seen in your entire life.
Yeah, he is gorgeous. There's no way around it.
He is a half elf. He's short, but he's fucking gorgeous.
My name
This is Cass.
Cassius. I'm sorry, were you going to introduce me? How rude. My name is
Oh,
Cassius
no.
Glorybuff. As he brushes his hair. Continue.
And lastly, fuck. Oh fuck. There's so many names. Why does she have so many names?
Niniana Roskini.
So, and lastly, Neswin will point to a rock gnome who, a bit of a strange one. She's got like colorful clothes and beads and things like that.
You'll be looking at
Um,
the stars, studying them with a map.
She's bald as well. This is Heswise Karnov Niniana Rosakini.
You'll get it right one day, Captain.
I'm fine with calling it Heswise. Are you fine with me calling it Heswise?
Call me Nini.
All right.
My friends always do.
I do like a good nickname.
Oh shit! I slipped into an old accent. Oh fuck! Oh shit! I'll never get it back now. Yeah, mate. We love
Yeah.
a good four names around here.
It's like quadrupole name.
Here's the thing. I have 4 names myself, but they're all short.
Not like that.
Yeah, that's the secret.
I am from Mother Russia. It is fine. I don't know.
Mother
Yeah.
Russia.
Roskini
names
sounds
have
Russian.
you.
I don't know why.
I also like how you immediately to get into your Australian, you default to just going yeah nah.
No, yeah, nah. Yeah, nah, yeah.
That's how you
Nah,
get
yeah,
in.
mate.
That's how you get into Australia.
As
That's
a
how you
posh
get into
British person
Australian,
who
mate.
knows me.
Alternately, you could just yell, "No!"
Are not.
No.
I can't do Australian without sounding like I'm being insulting or parodying it.
Oh no.
That's the only two options. To be honest.
The posh voice curse.
Yeah, it literally is the posh voice curse. I can't do it because I say, "All right, mate." That's about it.
Sounds like an American doing a southern accent.
I
Or
know,
not a
put some
southern
shrimps
American.
on the
doing a
barbie, mate. That's about it. That's just me doing Australian.
So that is the crew.
And Matrix, who is currently,
And Matrix.
her eyes are currently just rainbow.
Yeah, you've seen me carry Matrix to bed.
You also notice there are.
For anybody available,
Oh, carry on.
for anybody available, Jolene is just like, shaking hands, introducing herself properly. Just going through the motions, being polite.
All of them will do it apart from Cassius, who will be a little bit too tactile and put his hand on you as you shake his hand.
Like she does this very sarcastic little bow to his knuckles, like she knows the type. TM. So
His,
can play along.
his description is he's
She's
very
good.
impatient. He rarely speaks. He constantly quotes sacred texts. He wears a fancy hat and he believes in soulmates. This is his description.
Oh, so he's an e-boy.
He has
Yeah.
short braided white hair shaved on the left side and red eyes. He has soft, ghostly white skin. He stands at approximately 162 centimeters tall and is a round build. He's an oval common face with a long Van Dyke beard. He is albino. This is his description. He's 29-year-old half hermit, half elf. That is Cassie's description. I
but we have,
His little Tinder
random.
profile.
Yeah.
yeah, we have just translated that. Like we've ignored a few of those things. We've just translated that into him being a gorgeous half elf who's completely pale, almost vampiric looking.
Yes.
She's definitely already harboring a little bit of a crush on like half the crew.
Do you do that thing where you roll for attraction when you meet a character?
Not usually, at least with Jolene, because she's got like a 50-50 chance of having a crush on almost anybody she meets.
Fair enough.
She's very love at first sight like that.
Jeffrey
For other
Dahmer
characters,
looks a
yes.
bit beaten down. It's worth knowing. And he's
Yeah, no, I have a,
short and coming.
you know Sasha Hostrauser, Adam's ex. Travis, you know her, right?
Little bit.
She does this when she plays D&D. That every time she meets a new character, she'll roll a d20 for attraction.
It's a great way to play. I know a lot of people do, and depending on the character, sometimes I do as well.
Well, she said it backfired
it's
really
fun.
bad.
Oh
It
no.
backfired really bad because she rolled against like everyone in the party. She rolled against everyone she's like met and like interacted with, and all of them have got like some attraction, but like not high enough that she would go out of her way to like speak to them and try and get something going. Then she was like, for fun, she realized she has a speaking living sword. She was like, "I'll roll for attraction against my sentient sword," and it was the nat 20, and he was like, "Fuck, she's got the biggest crush on her sword." And then she was like, "Actually, I'll roll my sword crushing against me, and it also rolled a nat 20." It's like, okay, so my sword and my character are fucking in love.
the Chinese drama of the century. That sounds like one of those like magical being type
Yeah.
love story C-dramas.
Yeah, there's a. Oh no, it sounds like a K-drama.
I don't know if you heard
Very
that.
Similar.
I don't know if you heard that, Alex, but essentially my friend, she rolls attraction against other characters, and she kept rolling bad for everyone. And she has a sentient sword, so out of curiosity, she rolled for a sentient sword, and her character is so madly in love with her sentient sword, and her sword loves her back. So her whole character arc and her sword thing is that they're so in fucking love.
There's actually a crew member with a sentient weapon, so we'll deal with that when we need to.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah,
We love a sentient weapon.
I do love being a sentient weapon every now and then. It's a wonderful release. Because you can say whatever the hell you want. I love evil sentient weapons too, because you can truly be very dark and evil. and very tempting. I do love playing devils for that exact reason. Which is why I love playing Ebenezer on Dragon Heist. He's very kind of cunning and suave and manipulative. I think I do Ebenezer a little too well. Just agreeing with me. Stop putting a corkscrew in your mouth. Stop screwing yourself.
Your whole thing, your biggest thing is just like suave, vaguely homoerotic, like devilish or vampiric man.
Only twice. Ebenezer.
Only all. Ebenezer, Strahd, V. Every
Strahd is written as will
sexy
speak with anything, and it's very convincing.
Yeah, but it's like we played Baldur's Gate as well, and we meet the devil, and you're just like, oh, he's so attractive.
But he is Ebenezer though. He's the guy that is the antithesis of Ebenezer.
Anyway, so you've met the constant crew.
I have a type. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, you do have a type. I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. It's just you've got a very definite type.
I need someone
As
that
the
can keep
trope
up with
goes,
me.
evil is sexy.
It is, but they have to keep up with me. That's the hard bit. With bipolar and ASD, they have to keep up with me.
So,
well, you told me
travel.
Jolene has borderline personality disorder, basically, as well.
Oh yeah, Jolie has BPD literally in her character sheet. She is just BPD.
Oh, cool.
That one always confuses me because BPD is both borderline personality disorder and bipolar disorder.
Yeah, it's used for both, but yeah, she's specifically borderline.
We usually say BP for bipolar though, because it's one word.
That makes sense.
So yes, you are traveling to the Nautilus. It will take you approximately 22 days. During such time, you will be practicing with your firearms, of course. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Drink, eat, shit.
What do you do with a
Ready for
drunken
peace.
sailor?
Yeah.
I think Jolie's probably gonna stay up on her workout routine, making sure that she's doing her little push-ups.
I hate to ask, what is Jolie's workout routine?
She puts on dance synth pop from from our 70s, and it does the little fluffy leggings, and does her little
She does the Jane Fonda workout is what you're getting at, isn't it?
Yeah, she does her little workout montage, and then she just pulls some ridiculous weights out and does some actual lifting too. But where does she keep them? Nobody knows. Don't worry about it.
That's not
she's
where
working on the
she keeps them.
Neswin will join her.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Neswin will happily join some camp pop. I need to get my best friend to write me a playlist for this because he is a gym instructor.
No.
Oh, please. She definitely one of the songs on there is definitely "I Need a Hero." She works out hard to that because it's yeah, I'm gonna be that hero. That's her mindset.
Is it bad? That's one of my running songs. Is that bad?
It's a good running song.
It is a good one.
And then yeah, she's gonna also do the gun proficiency at the same 2 hours a day, so that she's not proficient yet, but she's gonna be working towards that.
All right, so we're definitely bonding as a crew as all three of us are essentially just lining up, and Neswin is just going, okay, lads, all right, you aim and you fire. Easy.
What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do?
Oh yeah, these would be muskets as well that I'm training with. So you're getting after 2 hours, you're probably quitting after 2 hours because it's hurting your shoulder.
So, Bonkers is going to need some kind of hearing therapy.
Yeah.
You should have figured that out. But he forgot.
Oh no. He forgot.
I've got a feeling that Chris becomes rather raucous with Jolene. That'd be a fair judgment. There's lots more rum and alcohol consumption.
Probably.
God fucking Christ, I am hating my nose right now. Why does it
I
have to be
remember
so
reading like
big and scrumptious?
scrummy.
What's scrumptious? I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
Did you say green and scrumptious?
No, I said, why does my nose have to be so big and scrumptious? It's a beautiful and Nordic.
I have had an excellent
Sharp
taste
enough,
for noses, so we're not going there.
sharp enough to pop a balloon.
How I like my noses.
Aldo's best one is
Can't pop a balloon on it. That's a really
Aldo, your best one is a blowjob so good you forget a Penguin classic.
Yes.
That's the best one.
That one was good.
Whew.
Literally stolen that one. Just worth noting, in this channel, in this Discord, there is also a thing that says D&D made me say it. So any weird shit that we end up saying goes in that in that feed.
Yeah, my
the undead democracy.
Yeah, my personal favorite is, can I teleport the black hole?
Yeah.
And can I introduce the grung to the writings of Karl Marx?
No, you cannot. It's my
Well, I did. Well, I did. Although it was Carlos Maximus.
It was Carlos Maximus. Yes, indeed it was.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so I'm gonna write down Jolene workout routine. 80s leg.
I need a hero.
This is now Jolene's second soundtrack.
I love it. I love it. I still need to create her proper Spotify playlist.
Oh god. Monkers, is there anything you'd like to do during this time? Apart from practice firearms, of course.
Apart from practicing the firearms, he's probably going to be, well, still providing an occasional update to the live cast, which, by the way, I have 2 of those scripted out already. I just haven't recorded them yet.
You need to record them.
Yeah, I finished the script up a couple of days ago. I just haven't gotten a chance to record them yet.
Oh, yeah. Sarah, it's worth noting that if you do stuff out of game that is character pertaining, I do give you stuff in game for it. As Alden will state, I do that.
Yep. Yep. Also, you will note that you will have gained a subscriber.
It's gained. He doesn't know how many subscribers he's gained, though. It's the honest answer.
Oh yeah, is there like some sort of notification system that lets you know who's watching?
Probably not.
Yeah, but probably not.
Is there a chat?
No, he just.
I imagine it would just come down to fan mail.
Listening to him.
They would just come like fan mail, yeah.
Occasional. I would assume that's probably how it works.
Gets the
We
occasional.
probably wouldn't hear that much.
Yeah, but would the Stone of Fast ending be receiving it?
If you wanted to.
Right. You will have received fan mail from an Oromonon.
Very nice.
Which you need to write.
Oh, fuck it.
That's the other side of it.
So in addition to doing stories and stuff like that, because that's only a few minutes here and there, that's not a full-time thing. Because he just wings it. He is much better at talking than I am. And he doesn't need the scripts that I need. What else was I going to do for him? Just some tinkering on like his crossbow, the gun parts that he got from, I forgot his name.
Sir Hammerlock.
Sir Hammerlock, there we go. The gun parts that he got from Sir Hammerlock, trying to fix the scope to his crossbow. I don't know if he's finished that yet or not. I'm not sure if he even knows if he's finished it yet or not. But just a lot of little fidgeting and tinkering and doing stuff around the ship. ADHD moods.
Okay. I'm just gonna write ADHD moods, and I know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
He's getting his gun parts from Sir Hammerlock.
Yes,
Yep.
Does he have an icy big sister too?
he does, and he has a husband called Jacobs.
I'm so glad. I am so happy.
How could I miss
He
that
is-
one?
I heard gun and Hammerlock, and I was just like,
Does Jacobs exist?
Yes, it is the Sir Hammerlock.
It is Lisa
That's
Hammer.
beautiful.
I actually use the appropriate picture as well.
it's really funny because my friend was running a D&D campaign that was like based in the Borderlands universe. So Jolene has canonically spent some time with pre-mask handsome Jack. So that just makes it doubly funny. In every universe she's in, she winds up running into people, I swear.
There you go,
In-
second
That's beautiful.
So Hammerlock has also invited us to visit him on Eden 6.
He has.
I'm so glad. It's beautiful.
You don't
And
know
he promised not to try to make my E into his lunch this time.
Yeah, he tried to kill and eat Bonkers last time he met him.
This doesn't surprise me.
You didn't realize I was a talking rabbit. What can I say? I mean, like, it's rude, but again, it's one of those things that happen. It is a little more offensive than the carrots thing, though.
It just goes to prove how chaotic Spelljammer is. Let's answer.
Par for the course.
Captain Neswain,
Yes,
what are you doing during these 22 days? Apart from
training these guys, doing some exercise with Jolie.
I have a question actually. How vigorous is this exercise?
It's probably some decent, like working up a decent sweat, doing some good cardio.
After 200 days,
Like,
you gain a bonus to Constitution.
Okay.
That'll be a +1 to con after 200 days.
Yeah, Neswayne has pretty good strength, so he can keep up that in that sense. But yeah, it's whether or not he can keep up in the long run.
Yeah. Jolene is quite fit, apparently. Considering
Well,
she's
I haven't seen
daily
her.
routine.
Every so often, Neswayne will perch up at the bow of the ship and use the scope on his new sniper rifle to scout ahead to check that there's no disturbances, nothing out of the ordinary in this asteroid field
It's also
as he's
worth
getting closer.
that every now and then Snuffles does leave the ship and go hunting. And come
Yeah.
back with a massive corpse of some creature which is unrecognizable by the time Snuffles has got to it.
Yeah, and we have to wash up every time
Yeah, and you have to clean up the viscera and the blood.
and start. And what we start doing is we start chopping up the bones into manageable portions so we can make bone soup out of it.
Okay.
Large bone soup,
Big soup.
In this
big
sector,
soup.
yeah. In this sector of space,
It's-
become to have strange worm creatures.
He's been bringing worm creatures.
Yes.
I guess those bones are a little bit easier to handle then.
They're about 30 feet in length.
You guys have
So-
axes.
So like 50% of it gets thrown overboard.
Yeah, he's fairly happy though, to be honest, sitting on the deck, going hunting every now and then.
Yeah, anything for him. Anything for him.
Anything for Snuffles, who was meant to be the big bad of Chandos, but you tamed him.
Yep. Anything for him.
Not forgiven.
That's why.
Truly,
That's why he's our boy.
truly not forgiven. Ever.
Oh, that will always make me so happy.
What? I've not forgiven you.
It's not even me. It's Aina. I was prepared to kill that thing.
I'm quite aware you were prepared to kill that thing, but I'm not forgiving you. End of.
You're coming. You're treating this all as like the sins of the crew, not just the sins of one person.
I am, yes. I'm treating like the military, it's collective punishment.
It's always Aina.
It is always Aina.
It's irrelevant, it's always Aina. It's irrelevant. You guys partake too. It's your fault. It's also worth noting you all gain 370 XP.
Wow. 370.
I will add that right now.
See, nobody saw that one coming, did you?
Not at all.
We did a lot of walking and a lot of talking.
I'm still waiting on all the XP for Chult, to be honest. Oh, actually, did you just tell us to level up?
We got that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did get it.
Yeah, you just told us to level up because it was just you've all earned a lot of XP.
I am doing my best to keep up with your XP, but it's so much.
Yep. Especially in Chult because we murder a lot. That's what we do.
Yeah, exactly. It's very difficult in Chult to keep up with your XP. Especially considering
Add
Chult has become the
370.
second Homebrew campaign. Which I love, don't get me wrong, but it's just like so much writing.
Yeah.
The betrayal of one thing, work will set me free, is the appropriate mantra to me.
That reminds me. I have some Chult, not questions, but some plot discussion after this. When we're done with all of this, I'll either ask you on here or I will just message you.
Yep. It's also worth noting that this is my on week. As you guys know, I have an on and an off week. This is my on week. There we go.
Good.
I'm putting some dynamic lighting on the map. I do apologize for the slight delay, but I've given
It is.
so I was allowing you to add your XP in the meantime.
It is okay. I accept.
But you should have vision now, I hope. There we go.
I am still on the geometric, isometric.
I know you are, it's fine. You arrive at an asteroid belt filled with dead derelict ships. One, however, seems to stand out to you as a very large vessel. It seems to have 4 engines on the back and powered by some means outside of spell-jamming knowledge. It has blazoned across its bow the Nautilus.
I'm not sure, guys, but I think that's the Nautilus.
It says right on the side. Well, how are you not sure? You've been doing this for longer than I've been alive.
How old are you, Bunkers?
I'm 23.
Okay, yeah, no, yeah,
You've probably been on this ship longer than I've been alive.
you need to learn some sarcasm. Anyway. Merlard.
ADHD says ASD to learn some sarcasm on the board. Quite comical.
Listen, mate, the only reason Jolene understands our sarcasm is because everybody around her speaks it. That's the only reason. She's learned it like a second language by now.
And we're British people around second language.
Merlar, take us closer.
Approach vector calculated. Hull integrity of vessel minimal. Suggests quick expedition. If not, find a more valid and accessible gravitational pull for the vessel.
So what you're saying is it's a little crumbly?
Vessel's integrity is degrading swiftly. Do not die.
Crumbly.
Please.
Crumbly, got it. I don't weigh very much. Do you want me to go in on this one? I'm light on my feet.
I'm curious
Or do we want to...
Now, hold on.
It's worth noting this vessel is approximately 3,000 feet long and additionally about 2,000 feet high. It's a very large ship.
I've got to be sure that there's air. I am actually curious.
That's reasonable.
Fuck, I didn't add actually didn't actually add that.
I'm curious, since Jolene is like canonically basically an exchange student, You said that it was a ship that operated something other than the Spelljammer that we know and love. Would she know anything about alternate means of travel, or is this outside her wheelhouse?
Outside her wheelhouse. You know that some scientists have come up with other things to potentially propel, but you've never seen or understood it. Do you know when things come up on your feet, like scientists have discovered this? It's that kind of feeling.
Yeah. Okay. She's definitely jotting down a couple of notes in her journal to ask after somebody smarter than her later. Then
Yeah, I would
It's
like us to.
weird boat? Question mark.
I would like us to
Is it
dock to the
fly,
ship.
question mark? Docking to ship is impossible. Ship hull integrity breached.
Is there air on this foreign ship?
Atmosphere unknown. Vessel unknown. Date of vessel unknown. Identifier unknown. This vessel does not conform to my parameters.
I throw Matrix. No.
This vessel is not of this realm. Confusion. This vessel does not belong here.
It doesn't. Yeah, it looks a little bit weird to me. I'm with you.
Date. Logging into current files. Vessel's date 56,012. DR. This vessel is from the future.
That's very strange.
It's gonna make some great content.
Confusion. Rally anything found on board. Technology may be worth something.
I'm kind of with you there.
This is
If
beyond
we
my
take
comprehension.
If we take back the technology to the right people and we sell it, are we potentially then selling the stuff that we will then learn about in the future? Thereby creating a bootstraps paradox.
I think what you said, it's not of this realm, which means not only is it from the future, it's not from our future either.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Crew
Oh, yeah,
docket
that.
designates 4 members. Would you like to explore this further?
Sorry?
Only 4.
Crew docket designates 4 previous members. Would you like to explore this further?
Yes, please.
First designation, D. Lister. Technician. Second designation, A. Rimmer. Vending machine repairman. Third designation, K. Designation, Bot. Third designation, Cat. Felis sapien. Unknown designation.
So it's very foreign, is what you're saying.
I am not capable of cogently explaining this vessel, as I do not understand it myself.
I think what's the best way to go about this is, if we don't get this shit, someone else will, and I don't want the wrong people to have it.
Statement necessary. In 3 days, this vessel will reach the center of a white hole. Destruction. Certain.
Hey, I'm not
Alright,
even worried
let's
about other people getting stuff. I just want to. I'm seeing the payday here.
Let's get what we need and get out. If we can't find it in good time, we'll leave.
Save your protocol active if necessary, Captain. Extreme force
course.
necessary if needed. Designation accepted?
Accepted.
Granted.
Assuming you know what that means.
Don't worry about it. It's just a fail-safe.
I will take your word for it.
Now, do you trust yourself to jump up to that hatch?
I can get as close as 10 feet. Past that, this vessel is in danger.
Alright, get us within get us within 10 feet.
I can make 10 feet, no problem.
Oh, so can I. However, I
You
think
might-
I think
you might
it's
want to
it's
take
miss-
a rope with you.
Take a rope.
I think it's best
You
if I
know,
try
that's
first.
probably a good idea.
Yeah.
He'll take a rope and
Already earning our keep.
he'll tie it around his waist. Then he'll
Survival.
use 16.
Okay.
First roll of the day. And
Which
I will
I apologise. There's been a lot of RP today, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
I will tempestuous magic to surround myself with air.
There is no
Leap
air.
across. Well, there's air on the ship.
You're leaving the ship.
Yes, there's air on our ship.
Excuse me.
I will surround myself in air. Leap across. Hold my breath.
Constitution save.
Good thing you've been working out.
Then Tisri.
Okay, yep. You managed to hold your breath as you pass between this vessel and the next. You notice there is no air between the two. As for reaching the vessel, I will explain this when you all reach it.
All right, I pull the string. I pull the rope taut.
You did not state you anchored it
I'm anchored in myself.
to the other side.
Well, it's like 50 feet of rope. So whoever wants to use the
Your
rope,
wording was you tied a rope around yourself and jumped.
I will
40 feet
throw some length.
to space.
I will.
And move around
I will
like
now-
a strange snake with no gravity.
I will take whatever length of rope I've got around me, except some to just hold on to myself, and throw it back to my ship.
The instant you throw it, it moves around.
Yeah,
And
there's
it
no air to
target.
there's no air to stop it, so it'll projectile across.
It will.
There's
It
no
will
because
projectile across and then begin to move unless someone grabs it.
yeah. So I'm just holding this.
We'll make a nice little
I
grab
was
for
gonna say,
the
I
other
think-
end of the rope.
I'm holding onto this 0G rope at this point.
Can Jolene and Bonkers please make dexterity saves to see if you can grab the rope then?
Yes.
13.
14.
Between you two, you can manage to grab this flailing rope in 0G and hold on to it. Seems oddly heavy.
We should tie this off to something.
Jolene looks for something that looks sturdy to tie off to.
There are plenty of tie-off points on the ship where boarding was possible from grappling hooks, so it's easy to tie it off. But I would need
Alright,
survival
so yeah,
roll from
sure.
anyone who's going to do so to ascertain the strength of the knot.
I can do that. I got a nice little +4 to survival.
Yeah, I think I'm not bad with ropes, but I think this might be your
Point
thing a little more than
point
mine.
taken. Definitely your wheelhouse. Yeah, it's quite a tight rope knot on the bulkhead, leading to almost a zip line effect between this vessel and the next.
All right, that's be a nice anchor point. I mean, I can just make that jump, but it never hurts to have backup plans. And also now we know the ship's not going to drift off or something.
I mean, we've
What's up?
got a ship that pilots itself, so it doesn't actually need to be anchored.
I know.
So you
But
jump
it never
across.
hurts to have a backup plan. So yeah, I think Bonkers is going to jump and guide himself on the rope. Mostly jump. He can make that jump pretty easily.
I still want an acrobatics roll from you, however, with advantage. However,
That's with advantage.
yes.
Okay. So
due to the sprightly nature of
First
the
one,
walls.
it's a 12 with the advantage. It's a 14.
Yeah, you can
You
easily
rolled-
reach 10 feet from that.
You
That's
rolled really
terrible.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jolene, having tied off the
Huh.
rope on the other side, your compatriots are on the other side on the strange derelict vessel. What would you like to do?
She's just going to clamber up the rope like on all fours, using her hands in front of her and her feet balancing on it instead of like doing the tightrope. She's just gonna scurry up it like a little gremlin.
An athletics roll, then, please.
Not a problem.
Got a feeling that
Oh damn.
Jolene's
Yeah,
quite
this
strong.
is gonna be fine.
Oh.
Says before you roll it.
That's with a +5.
Roll with advantage.
Do it with advantage.
Yes, because you're the one that tied the knot, so I'll allow you advantage.
Very fair. Thank you.
Oh,
That's a little better.
a little bit. It's a lot better. It's a 9 to a 16. This is going
Yeah.
to go well.
A little better. A little better.
Yeah, no, Jolene's not doing well. on that one, actually. Right, moving on.
Not great.
She's just having a day.
Jolene manages to
Having-
clamber across the rope to the other side of the vessel. The vessel seems to be carved of purely metal. And seems
What
to have
strange
a
thing is
polished black
this?
floor.
What about the floor?
Seems to be strangely black, polished metal.
She kind of kicks the heel of her boot against it, like ting 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 ting.
It clangs.
Which indicates that there's air.
Nesway would not know that.
Oh no. Because he doesn't understand science.
No. You guys notice you are not struggling to breathe, however.
Neswin is still holding his breath, just like,
Nesway is going slightly
Captain.
blue, whilst Bonkers and Jolene are quite happily breathing away.
Captain, did you forget to breathe? I do that sometimes myself, so no embarrassment, no judgment here. But
oh
there
yeah.
you go, there you go, there you go, there you go.
Is there any apparent way of opening this door? Does it go?
A small glass structure on the side of the door which has glowing symbols on it. But only two. One which looks like a strange glyphic symbol, and one which looks like a red glyphic symbol.
Is there a
Up
green
first-
one, you said?
Yes. I'm
Green
definitely
means
trying not
gold,
to
right?
describe it what it is.
Yeah,
Green
I
means-
am, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You, Captain.
Jolene, you're closest to the button. Green, just press the green, I think. I hope.
Boop.
Yep.
Don't have to tell her twice. She will press a button.
Sorry? Nothing happened? Oh, okay.
The entire chamber around you seems to be swirling with strange smoke as the door begins to open.
Does it smell like smoke?
It smells like nothing. But none of you.
But
have
there
ever
is-
A weird mist.
None of you have ever
Yeah, but-
experienced it before.
No, okay. I would like to step through the door.
It's slightly open.
If it's not big enough, I'll force it open.
Oh, no, it's big enough. I just can't.
Is it big
grab
enough for me to
hold of the
squeeze through?
Dynamic lighting layer. Give me a second. There we go.
Ah, wondrous.
Inside there seems to be a strange chevron pattern on the floor with a designation that says 1B. Additional some strange lights which seem to be illuminated by them are not magical. And another set of doors at the other end of the center of the previous doors you have come with.
This change in music is perfect. Anyway.
This place is, little weird. I'm not gonna say like it's a bad weird, but it's a little weird.
Not funny, haha. Funny, weird.
Funny weird.
Nesway will
A little different.
take his axe and prod at the strangely illuminated light. Carefully.
You have Frank, as if it's made of glass.
Strange. They've got magic glass.
I'm not sure what to make of it, but I can imagine that there's a lot of interesting things we can get here.
Is there another panel here? Sorry, a glass structure. That is definitely not a control panel.
Yes. Yes, but Jolene is still on the outside. You wish to see it out.
Oh yes, I should zoop myself.
I can zoop you if you want me to.
There we go. I am in.
Yes, it's a small structure, but it seems to have a demarcation of 10 numbers in it.
Are they numbers I can read?
Yes.
Is it 1 to 9 and 0 at the bottom?
Yes.
Neswayne would just start pressing 0, 0, 0, 0,
Nothing happened. You're just
0, 0, 0, 1.
Wait, mate. I know there's a trick with this. We just need to let me see, look and see if any of the numbers are worn out more than the others.
That's a good idea.
I've had to sneak into my friends' dorms every once in a while to leave them, surprises, prezzies.
I'll have a look, but maybe you should look as well.
Yeah.
You
She
can roll investigation if you wish.
Sorry, investigation?
Yes, anyone can roll investigation if they wish.
Oh sure. Now I roll high for
Both,
looking at
both
a number
rolled
pad.
17.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine is a -1 and hers is a +1.
Yeah, they're both 17.
Oh, roll anyway. Nope.
Jolene, you can notice that with the dust and detritus that's laid on this for some degree of time, some of the numbers have worn or been used more than others. The numbers which have been
Right.
used more than others are 1739.
Okay. So she's definitely going to try and go for whichever one looks the most worn first, and just move from there, like sussing it out as best she can.
One to be the
Sucks.
most used.
Okay. Then, boop,
So-
she hits the one first.
Okay. The
You
rest
said it was
seem similar-
1739?
Yes.
Sorry.
The rest seem similarly pressed.
Okay.
Miss Wayne hasn't got the correct combination yet.
Okay, then
Below you,
Because
just Miss Wayne's just
nobody's
pressing
saying that
numbers.
it can't be, like, there might be multiple ones too, which could be why it's more worn out. It's like a game of mastermind. Does the pin pad have any indication of how many numbers it's going to be? Like, is it a 4-digit input?
So,
for
sorry,
sure?
what pad? You mean the strange glass monolith, right?
Yes. Does the monolith from fucking Space Odyssey have any indication as to
How
It's
many?
Is it how
really
many
hard to
numbers it might be?
explain something which we understand perfectly, which you'd have no knowledge of, isn't it? To be honest.
The glass paper.
The glass paper, yes. No, it has no real indication. There seems to be 4 lines, however.
Okay.
Okay.
And when we tap them, do those lines fill out?
They do, but every time you get
Okay. Because there's potentially a lot of combinations there.
they really are.
Seven. Yeah, well, if there's 4 that are worn out, then yeah, there wouldn't be any repetition. So that's good to know.
This pops forward because the way you figure this out.
Oh, there's only a chill 10,000.
You know, it starts with a 1, so there's only a combination of, I think 9 possibilities at this point.
I was not typing in the right place. I don't think that one's been touched yet.
1937. That's what I was thinking as well. But I'm going to be real.
'Cause, yeah.
Bonkers is looking for a panel he can pull off.
Because yeah,
At
I
this
think that's
point-
the only one with the one that's as the beginning that we haven't tried yet.
Pretty close to it.
1739, 1793, 1973, 1937, 1379, 1397. Yeah.
I was thinking it was 1937 as well.
Because yeah, I think that's the only one of the ones as the leader that we haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
Just by yeah.
But what if it isn't?
Or 1739.
Yeah.
I tried 1739.
Yeah, that was like the first one.
I tried 1739.
17. No, that was 17. Oh yeah, 1739. Yeah.
No, you
Okay,
didn't.
one
You
nine-
I
tried
didn't take it.
1793.
We've tried 1793, and we've tried 1739, and we've tried
It's in the very beginning in
1973.
front of his name 'cause it's
You
invented.
have not tried 1739.
I have tried
Yeah, that was
1739. It's the
that was
first
the
one.
first
Yeah,
one. Which,
Oh,
It says Neswain 1739.
1739. 139.
Oh, so the first one,
Ah.
Neswain types in, we'll open it.
Yes.
the door's just open and we're still punching in numbers because we
Yes.
didn't realize it opened.
Yes. They were.
They're just going
Or
so
it's on-
it's going.
It's
It's
running
one of
on
the-
Windows 98. So it's like a
Yeah.
15-second delay.
There was a delay.
As the doors open, you hear.
I'm also just imagining like they've got like IKEA like soft close things. It's like they just open so quietly. We didn't realize it was opening.
Half-Life door opening noise.
I stepped through immediately.
Jolene hustles behind. She is not getting-
Hospitals and bustles.
You enter a
How's
large
this?
Yeah.
with these strange magic glass embezzled in the floor and odd walls and a myriad of doors around the room. The walls themselves are curved, and everything seems to be made of metal with wonderfully shiny and glossy.
I just realized something.
A small mechanical, what you would see was a small mechanical disc moves about the room of its own volition.
I realized something. I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to type it out to Alex.
What did you realize? No, you are not finding the fucking Death Star plans.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Because you only said it was the schematics to a weapon, and this looks vaguely Star Wars, and I'm like, okay, is it the Death Star schematics?
No, it's not the Death Star. Actually.
Yeah, this does look like a Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Which is actually where we end.
Oh no!